Johnny Basement, and we're back here in the basement for the New York Mets versus the Philadelphia Phillies right here. Yes, the New York Mets versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Yes, the Yankee game, guys, was on Apple TV. I don't have that app. I'm not paying for 5,000 different apps to get games on. So, Apple TV owns the rights to that, I guess. I'm not paying for it. So that's just the way it's going to be. So that's where we're at right now. The Mets, you guys all know I'm a Met fan too. I'm not a Yankee fan that hates the Mets. So we're all good there. The Mets are 8-2 out of their last 10. 8-2 out of their last 10 games. And they have only 8 games behind the Phillies, but that doesn't really matter right now. They're right behind the final wild card spot. They are on fire. They're 80-66 on the season. The Mets are rolling right now. Top of the second inning, 0-0. The game is in Philly. Zach, first cellar dweller accounted for. Zach is in the basement. What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? What's happening? How you doing? How about Port game last night? I'm a Port supporter, and the final minute was crazy. I did a review on it, Zach. That game was insanity. Port bounced back from that 84-point loss last week. Looking really good, Zach. They looked really, really good. And the Hawks had a hell of a season. Man. So they got nothing to hang their heads about. Sicily missed the final thing, but it's not all on him. But, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, too. Brad, another cellar dweller, and Ozzy accounted for. 2 Aussies first in the basement. What's going on, Brad? Hey, Johnny, am I in the bus back to Melbourne after going to watch the Port versus Hawthorne? It's a 12-hour bus ride. Wow, man. Well worth it, right? Brad, aren't you a Port support? Oh, you're a Hawks supporter. You Hawks are – Brad, I forget. Are you a Hawks or are you a he struck him out. 2 outs for the Mets. Aaron Nola's pitching pretty well right now. 2 outs. So, yeah, I was going to do the that Port game was incredible. That Port game was amazing. That was one of the best games I've seen in a long time. I didn't get to see the Giants Swans game. I heard that was amazing. I recorded all these games. I don't know what happened to that recording. It's either that or I just forgot to record it, which might have been the case because I did 3 reviews last weekend and I didn't have the Giants and the Swans on there. But that was one of the best games I've seen in a long time. The Power would not let the Hawks set up. They were swarming. They were all over them, man, all over them. Francisco Alvarez, 233, 7 home runs and 34 RBIs. Still 0-0. The Phillies are rolling right now. The Phillies are looking really good. The Phillies are 88-58 in first place, and I believe they have the best record in baseball. They do. I'm going through all the standings right now. They have the best record in baseball, and as a matter of fact, they're the only team with over 600 win percentages, 603. They're not over everybody by a lot, but they're looking pretty good. So, and they went through a rough streak there. Everybody in a long season, everybody goes through a little bit of a rough streak every now and then. 3-0 on Alvarez. Strike 1. Brad, Giants versus your Lions tonight will be a ripper game. Let's go Lions. Let's go Lions, man. I recorded the game. I'll do a review on it tomorrow. The game's not till 3 in the morning here or something. When I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to watch the game, and then I'll do a review on it. So, but it's all good, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great game. I hope the Lions pull this one off. I hope the premiership loss really is their driving force this year because that was speaking of great games, that granny last year has to be one of the greatest grannies of all time. I'm only 2 years into the footy, man, but you guys have been watching it for a long time. It wasn't last year's Pies Lions, except for the Lions not winning. Wasn't that one of the greatest grand finals of all time? That was a really good game. All right, still on top of the second right now. Alvarez is still battling. I mean, he had a 3-0 count. Now it's full, 3-2. 3-2 count now. I'll be doing the football games this weekend, too. I got a busy weekend coming up. I'll do my Yankees tomorrow. I mean, people are like, how can you be a New York Yankee fan and a Met fan? I said, I like the Mets. They're not my diehard team. The Mets have nothing to do with the Yankees. They're not in the same division. They're not in the same league. They play in a whole different league. The only way that they're a problem is if we meet in the World Series. That's it. The New York Mets, I don't mind them. Since I couldn't get the Yankee game in because Apple TV pays for the rights for every Friday night game. And since the Yankees playing the Red Sox is such a huge game, they paid for the rights to it. So all the other networks can't have it. It's only on Apple TV. So you have to get the Apple app. I'm not doing that. I'm not paying for all these extra apps to watch all these games. When I was growing up, I hate sounding like that guy. But when I was growing up, you watched. When I was growing up, you just turn on the channel and watch. You didn't have all this crap. I'm looking forward to it, Brad. Looking forward to it. Guys, hit that like button. Zach, you guys hit the like button. But anyway, the Mets right now are 8-2 in their last 10. Nobody told Carlos Mendoza, the manager, that the Mets are supposed to choke away September. They've been killing it, man. The Braves are the one in trouble, man. The Mets right now are murdering it. So the Phillies are tough. They're the best team in baseball. I think they got the best record in baseball. So this should be an interesting game because the Mets are on fire right now, on absolute fire. The Phillies are also 8-2 in their last 10. The Mets are 8-2 in their last 10. So this is a great battle. Kind of looking forward to this. One second, guys. What happened? Oh, there you guys are. I lost the chat for a minute. Yeah, and then I do my New York Jets on Monday. Sunday at 1. Hopefully they were inspired like the power word. The Jets got embarrassed on Monday Night Football. Embarrassed. By a better team, though. At least the team they lost to was an elite team in the NFL. They're the Super Bowl runner-up 2 times in the last 5 years. So it's not like we lost to some bums. We lost to an elite team with a better coaching staff, and we just got dominated, period. Bottom of the second inning right now. JT Real Muto up. Come on, Quintana. Pitch a good game. First, Zach, I hope Lions win tonight. I can't stand the Giants simply because of a player called Toby Green who used his cleats as a way to create separation. It's going to be a long season. I'm a New York. Oh, Zach. Now, see, Zach, there's another New York team that I go for, but I'm a Jet fan. I got the only New York team I hate is the New York Islanders. New York Islanders. I can't stand the Islanders. That's the team I do not like. I'll never go for them. They're in the same division as the Rangers. So it's a division rival. The fan bases don't like each other. It's a whole big thing. And I will never in life. I don't like any Boston team. Boston's a rival city of New York. All their teams are rivals of New York teams. The Bruins, I will go for over the Islanders, the Boston Bruins. I will go for them over the Islanders. I can't stand the Islanders. But, Zach, yeah, I got greatest Giant and greatest linebacker of all time, Lawrence Taylor. Yep. I got Giant stuff down here, and Lawrence Taylor, greatest Giant and linebacker of all time, period. 2-2 right now. Bottom of the second inning. Come on, Quintana, get this guy out, man. Let's go. This is a huge rivalry right now. Tony, another cellar dweller accounted for. Tony's in the basement. What's happening, Tony? Good morning, Johnny. Yes, we still have a little bit sad, but overall very happy with the Hawks. What are we watching? Well, we're doing the New York Mets versus Philadelphia Phillies tonight because the New York Yankees, Tony, my number one team, the New York Yankees are playing the Boston Red Sox on Apple TV. I'm not paying for another app to watch the Yankees. Like we're all older guys, man. It's just like, what happened to you just turn the channel on and you watch a game? No, now all the other networks can't show it. It has to be on Apple TV. I'm not paying for the app for one game. I'm not doing it. And every other game that they get during the baseball season, they get all the big matchups on Friday nights. I didn't realize the Yankees were doing that. So, he tagged that one. That's right to somebody, though. Good. 2 outs. So I don't mind the Mets, Tony. I'm a New York, I go for New York teams except the Islanders. So I don't mind doing the Mets. And it's a big rivalry. The Mets and Phillies right now is a big rivalry. So this actually is a decent game to do. Zach, why do you still have – I don't know why they gave that guy an extension, Daniel Jones. Man, he is a train wreck. I don't get it. I don't get it either. I don't know. LT, the GOAT, one of my favorites. Yep, any given Sunday. Jamie Foxx, yeah, all that. It was a good movie, man. Good movie. I'll be back on Sunday at 1. Oh, you guys probably won't be awake. 1 in the afternoon. New York Jets against the Tennessee Titans. And then might do the Sunday night game as well. I think it's the Bears and the Texans, I think. Although the afternoon game is the Bengals and the Chiefs. I may do that. The Bengals and the Chiefs is tough, too. Bengals and the Chiefs is tough. Might do that one, too. As a Port supporter, I went into the game last night expecting us to go out in straight sets. I'll tell you what, Zach, after seeing Port's – I struck him out. End of the second inning, 0-0, 0-0. Yeah, after that 84-point loss, I got to tell you, I thought the Hawks were going to not. I just thought the Hawks were going to win. The Hawks have been on fire and shocking everybody this year, man, with their tremendous play. So, but hey, well, it's 1 in the afternoon Sunday here, so I don't know what that is for you guys. What is that, like 3 or 4 in the afternoon? It's 7:15 here now. Way back, another cellar dweller in Ozzy accounted for. Way back. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, way back. What a game. What a game. Sorry, way back. I know, man. But I gave you guys a good send-off if you watch the video. Tony, if you watch the video at the end, I gave a quick review of how great the Hawks were this year. Corey, another cellar dweller accounted for. And Corey, Mets game tonight, huh, Corey? I'm wearing a strawberry jersey. One of my favorite Mets and Yankees. And guys in here that don't know, this man here that I'm wearing, Darryl Strawberry, is honored by the Mets, and he's honored by the Yankees. He played for both teams, and he got a ring with the Mets, and he's got 2 rings with the Yankees. So he's been around. Darryl Strawberry is beloved in New York and by both teams. Yep, Darryl Strawberry is a great New Yorker. Great book, by the way. Corey, you want to read a great book? Read Straw. Darryl Strawberry's book, Straw. I read it. It was really good. And Quintana looks really good tonight. Yes, he does, Corey. He looks really good tonight. He does. He's pitching well. The Phillies are 8-2 right now in the last 10, and the Mets are 8-2 in their last 10. So this should be a really good game. The Mets have been exciting. And Corey, by the way, no one told Carlos Mendoza that the Mets don't do this in September. They're supposed to choke. He could be up for manager of the year. And I hope he does. He was the Yankees bench coach for a long time. He was the Yankees bench coach, and now he's the manager of the Mets. I hope he gets manager of the year, Corey. Here's Harrison Bader, who's also played, well, not like Darryl Strawberry did, but he played for the Yankees too, very quickly. Harrison Bader leading off. He's 9th batter in the order. So how you guys doing? Yeah, man, it was so close. Sicily, man, wow. And I know there's so many factors in the game. It doesn't come down, but that person, being that person, the last shot, the last true shot, it was from way out, though. That was over 50 meters, wasn't it? That was a boot and a half, man. 0-2 to Bader. Just outside. Lamario, another cellar dweller accounted for. Lamario in the basement. Yep, sorry, way back. Sorry about the loss. What a tight game, though. Hawks really played well this year. LFGM, Corey, LFGM. Let's effing go Mets. Let's effing go Mets for those that don't know what LFGM means. Zach, bad luck way back. You guys had me scared. Sicily just missed was a great game regardless. Yep. And Sicily, man, that's just, he just missed. And it looked good when he kicked it. I was like, wow. I'm devastated at the loss, but so proud of the boys. Yep. I gave a good send-off for them, man. They really, really did a good job this year. They really did. And right after Sicily missed, I mean, there's a few opportunities, but the Power made sure they didn't get a clean kickoff, the Hawks. They were all over them. They were all over them. They made sure they didn't get another clean kickoff. That dude, Rioli, I did a piece on Cyril Rioli a while ago. Rioli is Johnny on the spot. And that Watson kid, 34 for the Hawks, wow, he's a lightning bolt, man. He is amazing. Francisco Lindor is up right now. Lindor, Corey, how's this guy not getting MVP? You know they're going to give it to Ohtani. Lindor deserves MVP this year. Lindor deserves MVP. Yeah, you know, right, about Mendoza? Yeah, he does. But being a former Yankee bench coach, I'm pulling for him. Hopefully the karma's turning around. Yeah, no question. Tell me about it, Corey. Look what I got in the background here, man. Please. Me and, Lou, my partner Lou on here. Lou and I always say, Lou's a diehard Met fan. He always says we take the M and replace it with the J when football season comes here. Mets to Jets. That we do the same things. We get our fans excited, and then we choke when the big time comes around. Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. Texas in the basement. Manav, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav's in the base. What's going on? What's happening? High pressure game, such an arm wrestle. Yep. What's going on, Texas? Way back, great move by Mitchell to move Sis up forward. Let's not forget he kicked 2 goals. He did. 2 goals. And those were 2 right at the start of the third quarter, 2 big goals. Hey, Corey, by the way, where's JD Martinez? Is he playing today? I turned the game on late because I didn't realize I couldn't get the Yankee game because of freaking Apple TV. You can't keep paying for all these apps, man. I don't play for these teams. I can't afford all that. They're like, oh, it's only $9.99. Yeah, all those $9.99s, they all add up. And they add up rapidly. 2 outs, 1-1. Vientos, man. Corey, this kid Vientos is a killer, man. This guy's really been balling. Zach, only one team can win way back. You guys came at us in the second half. Was disappointed in the horn. Francis pulling the Hawks player to the ground. Ken and Sicily going at it post game. Yeah, that was bad. Ken and Sicily going at it at post game. That's bad. But I'm a hockey fan, man. I've seen things like this time and time again. Not saying justifying it, but you kind of felt that coming. 2-2 now. 2-2 on Vientos. Nobody on. Boy, I'll tell you what, Corey. Both pitches, man. Nola and Quintana, man. This could be a very, very tight game here, man. Very tight game. It's a pitching duel so far. Straw, how do you look at that? Corey, you watching this? How does Vientos look at that, man? You got 2 strikes. What are you looking at? A pitch right down the middle? More or less. How do you look at that? Man, you got to swing. Come on. You have 2 strikes. What are you looking at? Lindor's in a bit of a slump lately. I know. It's hard to take it away from Ohtani. Ohtani's going to be a 50-50 guy. National League MVP, I know. A lot of talk about that this morning. Yeah, the stuff at the end of the game. It's a lot of stress, and there was a lot of jabs during the game, a lot of pushing back and forth, a lot of stuff. Like I thought fistfights were going to break out, and it just, yep. I was absolutely shocked by his actions after the game. Stupid by Hinckley after the game to mouth off at our players. Right. You know what? I mean, again, we get that over here. We get that over. Like basketball, for instance. You guys see me do basketball on here also, man. When a team is up by like 25 and the game is like over, and in the last minute, somebody on the winning team just dunks it anyway. It's just, you know what that is? That's a slap in the face. Like, you're just really railing it home now, and then that's caused all types of fights. It happens in hockey. It does all types of stuff, man. Corey, there's some speculation Shohei may pitch in the playoffs. That would be dumb, Corey. Right? Don't you agree? That would be dumb. The guy just came off Tommy John surgery. You're going to push him to do that in the playoffs? What if he tears his arm up? Look at Jacob deGrom. He's just coming back. He's been out for a year and a half. deGrom has been out for like a year and a half. Why would you do that? I wouldn't risk pitching Shohei in the playoffs. He tears that arm out again. What? deGrom's had Tommy John surgery twice. I think they're playing with fire doing that, man. Couldn't agree more. He's talking about the Hinckley Sicily thing. Yeah, Corey, I think JD is getting a break because he played 3 days in a row. What an important piece, though, huh? What an important pickup JD Martinez was for the. What's up, Rocco? What a pickup JD Martinez was for the Mets. I'm surprised he was a free agent that long. The guy is I know he can't really play the field anymore, but for a designated hitter, he's somebody you do have to think about coming to the plate. Moments like that give our team a bad rap. Oh, Parham, another cellar dweller accounted for. Parham, you're in here enough. You are officially a cellar dweller. What's going on, man? Aloha, aloha. Yes, sir. Aloha. Quintana's on fire. It's looking good. I get a high-pressure game contest, but Hinckley been around long enough not to carry on like he did. Be interesting to see where this goes now. Two and one, 2 and 2. What's up, Rocco? You want to say hello? Come on. Rocco needs his camera time. He's hanging in there. He's doing a little better today. Ground out to Lindor. Out at first. 1 down. Bottom of the third inning, 0-0. Talked us on the radio. Hinckley could be suspended. Will they suspend him in the playoffs for that? For a game? We still have a chance. It didn't quite work out. Well done to Port. Yep, way back. Luck ran out. Lamaria, way back. Do you know the AFL has a women's league? They do? Oh, they know that. These guys are the AFL freaking masters. They know that. Zach, you got the dribbler from the top of the goal square that miss was kind of funny. I noticed they do they had a lot of rush behinds too. A lot of rush behinds. OG of OGs, Mr. Marine is in the basement. Mr. Marine, the Yankee game's on Apple TV. Yankee game is on Apple TV. I don't have Apple TV. Remember we were going over all these apps? All these apps, I don't have it. I don't have Apple TV app. It's not on any networks here. I can't get the Yankee Red Sox game. So Philadelphia versus the Mets is what we're going with. And I'm rocking kind of like a Yankee jersey. It's Darryl Strawberry, a beloved Yankee. Oh, what was that? See, Mr. Marine? He's a beloved Yankee, so it kind of counts like a Yankee jersey. I know what it means. Say what? I know what that means. I see what are you doing. I can't get the Yankee game in. So I figure we'll do the Mets Phillies. That's the big rivalry game too. I don't hate you guys know I don't hate the Mets. I've warned this before on here, Mr. Marine. I knew some Yankee fans were going to get on me about this. Hey, Marine. Ugh. Say what means say. I knew what it meant. That's funny. Way back, what's going on? Yep, THC. What's happening? Yep, Apple TV took over the Yankees and Red Sox tonight. I ain't taking Apple TV. I forget that. I got enough apps. And you don't even need all these apps anyway. It's just killing the game. The NFL, Netflix, Christmas Day is going to have NFL games. They're competing against the NBA, but they're all on Netflix. So if you don't have Netflix, you ain't seeing any games. See how they're getting you? The playoffs was on Peacock last year. I have Peacock, but if you didn't have it, it's like the NFL is tinkering with one playoff game that people had to pay for. Eventually, that Super Bowl is going to be pay-per-view. You watch. No one has said that. No one has. Just my opinion. Eventually, that Super Bowl is going to be a pay-per-view event. You watch. Oh, he got him. Good throw out. Good throw out. There you go. Bye, Fur. I hope I said that right. Subscribe, hit the bell notice and like button. You don't have Peacock, Amazon, Roku? What? I just said I don't have Apple TV. I was having flashbacks, just saying. I'm not switching. Strawberry, Darryl Strawberry is a Yankee and a Met. So I'm wearing a Yankee jersey in Met form right now. Angus, another cellar dweller accounted for. Angus, another Aussie accounted for. And in the base, what's going on, Angus? Good, man. Par on facts, Johnny. That's right. I have said it on here 100 times. I support the Mets. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I support the Mets. But if I'm going to wear a Met jersey, it'll be a Darryl Strawberry one because he is beloved. And David Cone, by the way, is also beloved by the Mets and the Yankees. But Strawberry won a World Series with the Yankees. He had two with us. And one with the Mets, Mr. Marine. And Dwight Gooden, by the way, remember he threw his no-hitter as a Yankee. He never threw one as a Met when he was Dr. Gooden, Dr. K. He came to the Yankees older, and the team he no-hit. Do you guys remember, especially you, Mr. Marine, and Corey, if you're still in here, do you remember the team he no-hit? Texas, you probably know too. On the Yankees, Dr. K, Dwight Gooden. Oh, get that, Bader. There you got it. 3 outs. Still 0-0 going to the fourth inning. He no-hit the Mariners that had Ken Griffey, Joey Cora, Tino Martinez, Edgar Martinez, Jay Buhner. He no-hit that team. A-Rod was on that team. He no-hit them. That is pretty impressive. That is one hell of a batting order right there. And the Doc no-hit him. Yeah, I don't know who Byfer is, man, but he just popped in for a minute, seeing what apps I have for some reason. Par on facts, Johnny. Yes, sir. Yep. Mets have nothing to do with Met fans hate the Yankees. I don't hate the Mets, but I'm not going to choose them over the Yankees. I just have to tonight because I don't have that app. Regardless of the final score, Hawthorne players and supporters have every reason to keep your head up. Oh man, there's no question about it. After round 5, they were 0-5. From round 6 on, and I read it off on my video. I read it off at the end. They had more points. They scored more points and gave up the fewest from round 6 on. They had more wins than anybody from round 6 on. They have a lot to hold their head high about, and I know today was a tough loss. You know what, Mr. Marine? I know Strawberry won a 98 and 99. I don't think he was on the 2000 team, Mr. Marine. I don't think Strawberry was on them. I'm going to check that. I don't think he won with the Mets in 86. I don't think Strawberry was on the 2000 Yankees. I'm looking at it right now. I'm double checking. I'm fact checking myself. But I don't think so. He's a 3. There it is. Darryl Strawberry, 8-time All-Star, 84-91. National League Rookie of the Year, 1983. 2-time Silver Slugger Award, 88 and 90. National League Home Run Leader, 1988. New York Mets Hall of Fame, number 18 retired by the Mets. 3-time World Series champion, 1986 with the Mets, 96 with the Yankees, and 99 with the Yankees. I'm sorry, I said 98. It was 1996 and 99 he won with us. But I was still right that he got 2 rings with us. Yeah, man, what a player. Unfortunately, he had addictions that ruined his career. He probably would have been a Hall of Famer. But everybody loves Darryl. He's changed his life completely. So beautiful play by Pete Alonso, defensive play of the game. I love how they give the defensive play of the game, and it's only the fourth inning. How are we not sure there won't be a better one? 1 out, top of the fourth inning right now. Nola and Quintana. This is a pitching duel so far. How's the pipe looking today, Parham? He wasn't with the Yankees in 2000. No, he wasn't. Parham 2026, Super Bowl $29.99. It'd probably be $129.99. And then people say I won't get it. I'll just go to the bar, right? How much do you think they're going to be charging at bars for the Super Bowl pay-per-view? I guarantee you that pay-per-view is coming. And you know who controls all this? The fans. We do. We control all this. We control all this. If we don't get these apps, they ain't going to be doing it because they won't be making the money. They would have lost money from everything they dumped into. Zach Cho looked weird with the mayonnaise over his eyebrow. Looked like, oh, man. Yo, there was some, really bad calls by the umpiring in that game when I watched on both teams. They weren't allowing anybody to tackle. Oh, come on, Pete. He struck out looking also. What's going on? The backwards K. Nola has 6 strikeouts. Power 24 rules. Where are the SP in here? Hit that like button. Hit the like button, guys. Yeah, I was expecting them to show up because the Power won today, Mr. Marine. I watched the game. It was a great game, too, Mr. Marine. It was one of the greatest games I've seen in footy in a long time. A long time. I've only been watching 2 years, so I've only seen it, so many games. But we outscored Port after 1 quarter time. You sure did. That 15-2 every other quarter. As a matter of fact, way back, you love my notebook. Jesse Winker's up right now. And it looks like he just flew out to left field. Here you go, way back. It's 15-2 Port after first quarter time. Second quarter time, Hawks 25-21. Third quarter time, 18-14 Hawks. Fourth quarter time, 27-25 Hawks. That first quarter did you in. But the Power letting you guys hang around. I spoke about it in my video. We're in between innings right now. The bottom of the fourth is coming up. Quintana's pitching great for the Mets. Nola's pitching great for the Phillies. You can't let a team hang around. When you let a team hang around, the Power, as great as they played today, let the Hawks hang around. And when you let a team hang around, it can come down to a play like Sicily at the end. Had he hit that, there still would have been a little over a minute left. But see the difference when you let a team hang around, and when you have them down, you just got to keep them down. The Jets do that. We like to go up by, not this year because we only played 1 game, but in the past, we like to go up on teams and then let them hang around and we lose. The Rangers have done it a couple times this year too. You can't let teams hang around because one mistake and all of a sudden the momentum swings. We outscored, we did. And every time the Hawks caught up way back, every time they caught up, the Power pulled away again. Then the Hawks caught up, and the Power pulled away again. It was like immediate. What a crazy game. Great game, though. They never gave up, man. They kept fighting. Kept fighting. Manav. Hi, Mr. Marine and Angus. Hello, Angus. Gunner, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gunner in the basement. We're doing great, Gunner. And just so you know, and everybody else is probably tired of me saying this, but I couldn't get the Yankee Red Sox game because it's on Apple TV app. I don't have the Apple TV app, and I'm not going to be getting it. So we will be missing the Yankee Red Sox game tonight, but I have it on Gamecast right here. So, and I know I have it on Gamecast because I'm putting it on now. It's 0-0 in that game, top of the second. So that's why I'm wearing my Darryl Strawberry Mets jersey, who also represents the Yankees, and we're watching the Mets and the Phillies, which is a big matchup, and just talking a lot of crap, like we usually do. Brew and OG cellar dweller accounted for. Bruin's in the basement. What's up, Bruin? When did you pop in? Oh, there you are. Hello, Bruin OG Cellar Dweller representing Lloyd Lindsay Young. Rocco is holding up okay, man. He's holding his the antibiotics worked. His lymph nodes have gone down. They're 2 solid bumps now, but they're a lot lower. The swelling's gone down tremendously in the last 3 days, which is great news. He's just a little lethargic. He's been a little lethargic today. So he's right here. He's kind of laid out, but he's hanging in. He's hanging in there. Rocco's a trooper, man. He's stubborn, and he'll be all right. Thankfully, they went down. They're still there, but it went down a lot. So that the medication really did work. Angus, I always thought that game awards be given at the end, but usually a sponsorship is attached to it. Oh, I see what you guys are talking about. It threw me off for a minute because I'm looking at that. Yep, it all depends on the swell direction and angle, Wade back. Oh, the waves. I know you're in Hawaii. Bryce Harper's up. Quintana lefty on lefty. Bryce Harper's a beast, man. That guy is. I wish he was on our team. Angus, how you doing, Bruin? Manav going back home from work now, Bruin, and you. There you go. Let me. I see what happens when I scroll this thing. I got to do it slowly because I'll lose you guys. What a game last night, Gunner. I hope Tua's okay. Have you heard an update on him? You know, there's people mocking Tua and making fun of Dolphin fans, and I'm like, yo, dude, the guy is injured. That's not funny. It's a division rival, but it's not funny. I mean, the guy's got major head problems and concussions over the course of time. He could have CTE one day. Who knows? That's not a situation. Rivalries and a game is one thing, but that's not a situation where people should be mocking him and making fun of him and Dolphin fans and the whole thing, because that's not cool. That's not cool, man. That's a human being that got seriously injured in the game and's had multiple concussions now. That's not cool. And our people, you know how people are. People got to troll and do stupid things like that. A game is exciting. Rivalries are fun, but not to where you want somebody getting seriously injured where it could affect the rest of their life. Quintana with the pitch violation. Wow. Victor, another cellar dweller accounted for. Victor's in the basement. What's up, Victor? Yep, fast week with JB in the house. Thank you, Mr. Marine. It has been. And I will be on Sunday for the Titans and the Jets, 1 p.m. Eastern. Mr. Marine, the Yankees play at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and I believe that's on regular TV, so I should be on for that. Daytime Johnny, Mr. Marine. Daytime Johnny. Let's see. Tomorrow, Yankees are on regular TV, 1 o'clock. Maybe get some daytime stuff tomorrow. Tua should retire and serve every day. There you go, Parham. He should serve every day. You're not kidding. Gunner, man, but before the injury, Gunner, going back to your point. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Hey, Bruin, you've watched enough Phil Rizzuto now. I just did it. Holy cow, that's gone. You know what? The outfielder was in the middle of the grass, and it didn't even hit the warning track. I just pulled a Phil Rizzuto right there, Bruin. Because when he hit it, it looked like it was going to go. I just pulled a Rizzuto right there. Mr. Marine Gunner, he needs to be retired. I think it was 4 concussions in the last 3 years. Jeez. Mr. Marine, remember Wayne Corbett? That guy got like 5 concussions with the New York Jets, man. Wayne Corbett was a great hands receiver. Not fast, but he had some hands on him. But, man, he had no fear. He would cut across the middle of the field back when you can still hit. You know, when you're still allowed to tackle on defense during that time. Wayne Corbett took some shots when he played. He had to retire early. Way back, the hard sling tackle is now outlawed for player safety reasons. If their face or head hits the ground with possible concussion injuries, the tackler is in strife. There was a couple borderline. I agree. There was a couple of borderline on both sides. I mean, will we get that over here with the NFL? They're very ticky-tacky with that stuff now. Now we're talking about concussions, but Tua's last night. That one was did they call a penalty on that, by the way, Gunner? I don't even remember. I remember the hit to his head, Hamlin hit him and to his head kind of bent to the side and banged off his own shoulder. So did he get a penalty on that, Gunner? I don't remember. I don't remember, man, if he did or not. Zach, case in point, miracle in the Meadowlands as a Giants fan. Those 4 words haunt me. Joe Pisarcik bungled the handoff to Larry Zonka. Herman Edwards picked it up and ran it in. Yep. How about Deshaun Jackson? Remember the Giants kicking off to him? Why would you kick off to him? To end the game on a kick return for a touchdown. You remember this? Why would you kick to him? I know you remember that. That's another. Listen, I'm a Jet fan. There's plenty of boneheaded moves I could talk about. That was bad. Victor, just finished up my show. I killed it, I think. Is it on your I'll check it out, man. Hold on a second. Oh, top 5 Yankees and all-time NFL predictions. I'll check that out, man. I'll take a look at that when I finish up here, man. I see it, man. You guys click on Victor's profile, subscribe to his channel, and check out his NFL talk or whatever videos on there you want to look at. Manav, great one, Faded Gunner, and you. Case in point, miracle to Meadowlands. Oy. That was a rough one, Zach. Give you a huge plug. Thanks, Victor. Well, I just paid you back, man. I really appreciate that, man. Just paid you back. Guys, click on Victor's profile yet again and subscribe to him and check out his channel. We do that for everybody on here that has their own channels. We had a guy, Dan the Man Podcast, comes on here. Will Bulldog, he comes on here. We've had quite a few. Andy, by the way, he was supposed to pop in. Gamecast? We talking about Apple TV? I don't know, man. Some of these things get so out of hand, Mr. Marine. I mean, I'm up on some of this, but not everything. All right, we got it's Tyron, not Tyrod. Tyron Taylor's up right now for the Mets. We got a man on first, nobody out, top of the 5th. This is an incredible game, and the Mets are on fire right now. 8-2 in their last 10. 8-2 in their last 10. Jamarcus Ingram last night, 2 picks, 1 touchdown, 0 tackles. Wow. Great night for him. Yeah, I'll tell you what, they're looking great, Gunner. The Bills are looking really good right now, man. A lot of credit to them. They are looking really solid. Bond, another cellar dweller, and another Ozzy accounted for. Bond is in the basement. What's up, Bond? How you doing, man? Good to see you in there. 2-2 now to Taylor. We got a man on first. Top getting into the meat and potatoes of the game. Victor, great review today. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. I'll tell you, what a great game. Victor, these games are on Fox Sports. They have the footy games on. You can look them up. There's another one on tomorrow. I think it's on at 4 or 5 in the morning. But I record them and then watch them. I watch them when I wake up and then review them. I'm not up that early in the morning to watch the game live. So if you want to record them, they're on FS1. FS1 or FS2. You'll see it, though. Type in Brisbane Lions in your search box, and it'll pop up. Mr. Marine, JB, guaranteed 2 ahead. Oh, there's no doubt. Good hit. Good hit for Taylor. Mets got first and second. Nobody out. Top of the 5th. Tua has had a minimum 4 concussions over the last 2.5 seasons. That's not good. And he didn't have any last year, right? He lasted the whole year. I don't think Tua got hurt at all last year. The year before, didn't he get hit? And then, the team cleared him to play, 4 days later. Didn't he get hurt on a Sunday and he was playing a Thursday night game? It was something like that, right? And he got hurt again. Can't play around with that. How long are they saying he's out? Now, I'll look that up in a minute. I'm kind of curious myself. Mr. Marine, I read that. Gunner, 2 ahead, read that. Highbon, read that. Mocking people because of injuries shows no class. It's time to empty the trash. Amen. The Dolphins are a rival of my team, and they're a rival of the Bills, and people mock, like I said, rivalries are fun fan stuff, not beating each other up because of whose team you like. That's really classless, Angus. Amen. You nailed it with that word, right? And then mocking a player for getting hurt it's deplorable. It really is. It's deplorable to do that and wish harm on somebody like that and really hope they're really jacked up. It's deplorable. Wow, is that gone? Wow, Francisco Alvarez, 3-run bomb. The Mets take a 3-0 lead on the Phillies. Francisco Alvarez, this kid is exciting catcher, young catcher for the Mets. Wow, what a hit. Woo! I like this kid, Francisco Alvarez. I'll tell you what, the Mets and the Yankees both have good young hitting catches, man. Austin Wells for the Yankees and Alvarez for the wow. Where are we at? Angus mocking. I just read that. Bon, the umpires won the game for Port Adelaide last night. I'm telling you, we were just talking about the hits in the game. I thought, and I'm, as you know, Bon, if you watched my review of the game, I said the umpires, it seemed to me, I'm just 2 years into footy, and I said, I've never seen so many calls on tackling. So many. I'm like, I've never seen that many. I've seen it in the NFL. Trust and believe. I see it in the NFL all the time. But I wasn't expecting to see NFL referees in the game in the footy game. Those guys would be perfect for the NFL. Send them over to the NFL because the NFL calls flags every other play. Every other play is a flag. You know what's funny, Mr. Marine? I keep pausing because I'm looking at your thing and I'm trying to figure out. Oh, wait, I got it. I figured out DT. Every time you guys saw me pause, I'm trying to figure out another Mr. Marine abbreviation. Yes, JB, you're 2-0 in DT. In the daytime. In the daytime. I figured it out. I'm a 4 decades Jet fan, guys. How smart could I be? Yeah, Bruin. That's right. Hey, man, it's what are you going to do? Bonfire, JB. What about Al Toon? Al Toon. Francisco Lindor up, top of the 5th, 1 out. Alvarez already cleared the bases, so it's 3-0 Mets. We still have a chance here to get more runs. Lindor, it's the top of the batting order now. Al Toon. You remember Al Toon, Wesley Walker? What a pair of wide receivers. Al Toon was a beast, man. Such an unrecognized Jet player, too. I mean, real diehards remember Al Toon, man. He was great in the 80s. But he got knocked around. His head got knocked around a lot. He had a ton of concussions. And that's back before they were really like concussions were a thing, to be talked about. So good shout out on that one, Mr. Marine. Al Toon. Angus, Eric Lindros, 16 concussions. And what was the worst one, Angus? You know who laid it on him? You know who laid the worst one on him? I think it was the first one that started all those concussions. The bully took down the bully. Eric Lindros was the NHL bully back then. And he knew no one could mess with him. He was the big dude. He could skate. He could shoot. He was part of the Legion of Doom for the Philadelphia Flyers. Eric Lindros, Mark Renberg, and John Leclerc. That was the Legion of Doom. That first line. Leclerc, Lindros, and Renberg. Anyway, Scott Stevens, the Ronnie Lott of hockey, put his shoulder right in Lindros's jaw. The problem with Lindros, Angus, was Lindros skated with his head down too much. You can't skate around the ice with your head down. You just can't do it, especially in those days. And you got a guy like Scott Stevens on the other team on the Devils, man. He laid him out. Not that I'm happy, And that just started a whole string of concussions for Lindros. He was a tremendous player. I'm surprised they never got a ring with that Legion of Doom. There's a base hit for Lindor. They're getting to Nola now. They had Ron Hextall in net. Remember Ron Hextall? He was the goalie for that Flyers team. They had Eric Desjardins. He was a defender. I think Kevin Hatcher was on that team too. The Flyers team was good. I'm surprised they didn't win with them. There wasn't a penalty called on the head. Okay. I didn't remember. I didn't remember, Gunner. All right. Angus, his brother had 2 concussions. He was done after his 5th season. Yeah. Brett Lindros. He played for the Islanders. Brett Lindros. Yes, I remember him, Mr. Marine. Good shout out there. Yep. He was done after 5 seasons. Brett Lindros. Yes. Bond, I think the umpires were afraid of getting the beer of death. Maybe I should have one night. Basement is open. Beer of death version. We got to make a shirt. We really got to make. I always told these guys I'm going to get Johnny Basement shirts. I really should follow through on that and have beer of death has to be a part of that shirt. It has to be. And you guys, if you get them in Australia, that would really go over well. It'd probably get me more subs. You know, that guy probably helped the channel out tremendously. That's something I'm really going to look into, as a matter of fact. I always say it. I've said it. I know I've said it, guys, and I haven't done it yet. I have no excuses. I already had a friend of mine draw up the logo for the shirt. Drew up the logo already. I think you guys would like it, too. Gerdini, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gerdini, you, Johnny, you do realize we are in a division race. Why are you in those colors? It's not a basketball season. Gerdini, you know I've always said I like the Mets. The Yankees and Red Sox is on Apple TV. But this is like a Yankee jersey, Gerdini. It's like a Yankee jersey. Another hit. Boy, they're getting to Nola now. It's like a Yankee jersey. See? It's like a Yankee jersey. You know I always go for the Mets too, man. But I can't get the Yankee game in, Gerdini. I can't get it in. I don't have Apple TV. So I figured I'd do the Mets and the Phillies. And this is a hybrid Mets jersey because it's Darryl Strawberry. It's hybrid. It's Yankees and Mets. So, and the Mets are hot right now, by the way, too. So at least they were on. I didn't want to not come on, so I had to do something. Gunner, even the announcers were confused. I knew when I saw Gerdini jump in here, all I need now is for Trouba to jump here and get on me, too. But I have said all along, I do go for the Mets. I only don't go for the Islanders. That's it. These colors I do never wear in hockey. Gunner, even the announcers were confused when he hit a line drive, put fright into Jackson, even after fumbling that catch he scored. Oh, man, I know it. Well, I know it, man. What a game. There's some great games on Sunday, by the way. I'm doing the Titans and the Jets. Obviously, I'm doing that. Now, Sunday at 4:30, Bengals in playing the Chiefs. And then Sunday night is the Bears and the Texans. I'm kind of like, I was like this between both games, and I was kind of thinking maybe I should do that Bengals-Chiefs game. That's a big game. And the Bengals are going to lose anyway. The Bengals aren't going to beat the Chiefs. They needed to beat the Patriots. That was the worst loss of the weekend, by the way. And you wouldn't know it because the Bengals are media friendly. The media loves the Bengals, so they left them alone. That was the worst loss of the weekend. The Bengals at home, I'm not talking score-wise. I'm talking like upset-wise. The Bengals were at home, and they lost to a team that's predicted to be one of the worst teams in football. Whether teams turn out to be great or not, we don't know, but the Bengals dropped one when they had the Chiefs coming up the second week. They dropped one at home to New England. That's a team they should have beaten, and they didn't. That's the worst loss of the weekend, and the media doesn't talk about it. They just tell the Bengal fans, don't worry, it's 1 week. They'll be fine. It's only 1 week. You can't judge a season off 1 week. And the same media will turn around and say the Jet season is over. I thought you couldn't judge it off 1 week. Victor, I appreciate that. Thank you, Johnny. Of course, man. I told you we support everybody in here, man. That's the way we are. We're fans. We're all fans, man. That's what it's about. We're all fans. We're all fans. And that's why I keep myself, how other people run their channels is up to them. I just love keeping it to sports in here, just sports talk. So absolutely, Victor, you got it, man. And Tony, Bon, when you play in the Adelaide, the umpires are sucked in by the crowd. We feel like that over here sometimes too, with certain games and certain teams and some players. Some teams, they want to move forward. Like that Jet Chiefs game last year, the Chiefs got away with murder on penalties that were called against the Jets and weren't called. Oh, did they get him? Lindor was almost picked off at second base. We got a guy on first and second. There's still only one out. Francisco Alvarez banged the 3-run homer. The Mets are still hitting. Nola is cracking right now. He's cracking. He was pitching a great game for Philly up until this inning. So the Mets still got guys going, man. Put basement people, I'm about to head out to dinner. Are you really, Gardini? All right. Appreciate. I'll be on tomorrow afternoon for the Red Sox and the Yankees. That is on regular TV, Gardini, so I'll be on for that one. Apple TV, you can forget it. I'm not going to get it. Way back, there was a lot of Hawk supporters there last night, which is unusual during the regular season. There was a lot of Hawk supporters there last night. Gardini, you going out to dinner? Okay. Oh, Nimmo, did he just hit one out of the park too? Boom! 2 3-run homers in the same inning. The Mets are up 6-0 on the Phillies now. 2 3-run homers in the same inning. Francisco Alvarez, 3-run homer. Lindor gets a hit. Vientos gets a hit. Nimmo, 3-run homer, 6-0 Mets. Wow. And Gardini, our bench coach, the Yankees' former bench coach, Carlos Mendoza, no one told him that the Mets are supposed to choke in September. Wow. They're killing the Phillies right now. And the Mets are 8-2 in their last 10. Wow. 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 Oh, making a pitching change, you think? Gardini, bring back everyone. A doggy back from dinner. A doggy back. Yeah, there you go. Gardini, the main story about last night is that Tua needs to retire effectively immediately. Yes, he has a family and a future worth more than throwing pigskins. I agree. He's got it. He's got to look out for himself. We were just talking about Mr. Marine and I were just talking about 2 former Jets, Wayne Chrebet and Al Toon. Massive, massive concussions, man. It's not good. He needs to go. Gardini, it wasn't a penalized hit. Hamlin hit was clean. Oh, I know it was clean. The NFL is the minute someone gets injured, then flags come flying. So I wasn't sure if they called a penalty on him or not, but I didn't think it was a penalty hit. Hey, guys, Aaron Judge better get a home run tonight. Snazzy, another cellar dweller accounted for. Snazzy, schnazzy, schnoozy. What's going on? I agree. And Snazzy, I should have a big sign. The Yankees, I cannot get the Yankee game in. I am a Met fan. I do like them, but I'm still a Yankee fan. It's a Darryl Strawberry. It's a hybrid Mets jersey. It's a hybrid Mets-Yankees jersey. It's Darryl Strawberry. He counts for both. So we're good. Yeah, Snazzy, that's big time, man. That is big time. Big time. Gardini, if you mock anyone for getting hurt, I wish nothing but the worst for you. I agree. And there are people mocking him for getting hurt and mocking Dolphin fans in Miami, and it's insane, man. It's insane. Do you remember when I think it was Michael Irvin was like motionless on the Eagles field, and they had a standing ovation there? I'm pretty sure. Gardini, if you mock anyone I just read that. Power's back. Power's back. Well, did you watch my review, Power? I call it as I see it. Do you want my validation? Do you need my approval that your team won? Good job. Do you feel better now? Good job. Your team won. Good job. That's so cool that I have haters. I must be getting really good at this because I have haters now. You ain't trying if you ain't got haters. That's it. Oh, how did Robert Saleh put it? You ain't popping if you ain't got haters. There you go. And I got one. That is awesome. Mr. Marine, even Mr. Marine, our United States Marine representative, has welcomed you in, Power 2004. You should feel honored. But he needs our approval. That's what it is. He wants validation. So he came to us. So when his team won, instead of celebrating his team, he wanted to come back on here for validation and approval from the New Yorker. There you go. Good job. Good job. We're proud of you. We're proud of you. There you go. Tony, it's raining here. It was cold last night. All right. You're a Phillies fan, just joining in. Okay, your Phillies. Right now we're down 6-0. You can join in. That's a very odd name that you have, though, as your name. I don't know if Bond, how's that Beer of Death BS going? The Beer of Death is folklore in here. We're going to get that on a shirt. That is, listen, that is an amazing statement, man. We have gotten that. You got a bunch of Aussies in here, Power, by the way. I told you I have Aussies that follow this channel, and you have a bunch of them in here, Power. A bunch of them. Now he's saying the Hawks suck. You got Hawks fans in here too. Power, I told you I got a bunch of Aussies that follow this channel and support them. Great Aussies. You're not a great Aussie. They are, and they're all in here. Victor, the only guy I ever despised, hated George Brett. I still hate the guy. That's because of the rivalry for the age. Nettles kicked his ass game 577. And, of course, we always think of the home run, too, right? The home run, the Pine Tar game. Players that we don't like, though, we don't wish them hurt. I would never wish them hurt, and I know you wouldn't either, Victor. That's not what we do. We should let Johnny catch up on the chat. I know I'm trying. I'm trying, Gunner. I'm looking at the game, too. Yeah, just the name would not big on the name, man. Not big on the name, but I get you're a Phillies fan. So right now, I got to tell you, the Phillies are the number one team in baseball record-wise. They came in on 8-2 in the last 10 games, and the Mets are 8-2 in the last 10 games. The Mets are on fire, on fire. And I'll let you know a little secret. I'm just going to call you O. Let you know a little secret. I'm a Yankee fan. I just couldn't get the game in tonight, so I turned over. And I don't mind the Mets, but it's a Darryl Strawberry jersey, and Darryl Strawberry plays for the Yankees and the Mets, so it's a hybrid jersey. I don't mind the Mets because they really don't have anything to do with the Yankees, but I saw a big rivalry game here, so I figured I'd flip over. Bond, Power Girl. How many grand finals have the Port Girls won? Saw a Hawks fan get jumped outside of Adelaide Oval. Ha, ha, ha. This guy's a clown. He laughed. Tony, put me down for a few T-shirts. Oh, absolutely. The Beer of Death is the greatest. That's what I'll give the Power fans. The guy that dropped that in here, the Beer of Death, that is folklore in here now, man. That is legendary status. We're going to get a shirt with that. Love it. Oh, Gunner. The Power is good. Can't wait for the Power to go out. Power outage. Go Port, hate the Hawks and all Victorian clubs. Port on top. Ha ha. You know what, dude? Port, for as aggressive and great as they were, as I said in my review, they let the Hawks hang around. You all almost blew that game. So I don't see championship caliber type status there. They almost blew the game, man, because y'all don't know how to put teams away. Had Sicily hit that, y'all would have lost because you don't know how to put teams away. That's what I saw. I saw a Power team come out aggressive and strong and swarming, and everything I said in the review is true. I call it as I see it. But I also said, y'all let the Hawks hang around because your team doesn't know how to put teams away. You should have lost that game. On a game where you guys came out playing great. The Power came out playing great and still don't know how to put teams away. That's why y'all don't win, because you don't know how to put teams away, and that'll catch up to you. But this is his glory right now. He's getting his 15 minutes in here. He's getting his glory on. So, but he needed the New Yorkers' approval. Good job. Good job. There you go. You got approval. You came to the best. You came to a New Yorker to get it, and now you got it. See, now you don't curse, Power, because then you show the level of your intellect. You curse in here again, I'm going to have to kick you out because nobody curses in here. But we understand that you're not too with it up there, and you needed my approval today. Now you're going to have to sit in the corner, and I'm going to ignore your talk until I want to speak to you. So go in the corner, and I'll talk to you when I want to speak to you. Okay? It's my chat, not yours. So we'll be ignoring you for a little while, and I'll let you know. Go sit in the corner, and we'll come back to you. Bruin, they also had Kordick on that Flyers team. Forgot which one, though. He's scared, that's all. Why else would he be commenting on a stream that has nothing to do with it? Right, exactly, but it's okay. He's just proven what everybody told me about Power fans. He's just proven it. Bon, I'll put someone's lights out and I won't need a beer either. These are all the other Aussies, I told him. Talk here about your coach Hinckley might be suspended. Gunner, power outage. I just finished your sentence. He's a troll, Tony. He can't hold a convo. No, he can't. He's incapable. And way back, he couldn't wait. Can you imagine your team wins and he couldn't wait to come tell a New Yorker about it because he needed an approval from us, needed an approval from me personally. And he helps my chat and he helps my channel, so I appreciate him for that. And I have a hater. When you have haters, then, shows I'm trying because I got haters now. That's great. So he knows who the best is, and that's me. And that's why he had to come to me for approval. Anthony, thanks way back for keeping an eye out for D-heads. Bruin Gardini. What did Gardini say? I love that God even allows the lower end of the human race to have access to technology. Oh, Gardini, how did I miss that one? That was a good one. Yankees 0-0 top 4. Thanks, Victor. I wish we were doing that game. But right now, the Phillies are down 6-0. Quintana's still pitching a great game. It's bottom of the 5th inning. This is huge for the Mets. It really is. I'm happy for them. Way back, go and get your premiership. No wonder it's called Moron Park. Power sucks there. Finished your sentence. Yep. Gardini, people genuinely miserably scour the internet. Thank God I'm not that pathetic. Yeah, I know. It's so true, though, man. But, hey, like I said, Gardini, people know New Yorkers are the best. And once a New Yorker approves of you, you're good. You're good. And that's what this guy needed today, Gardini. That's what he needed. He needed the approval. Gunner, this power guy is fun. He's like celebrating a championship that hasn't happened yet. I know. Hey, Gunner. He sounds like a Jets fan. Sounds like a Jets fan, right? Celebrating championships that we haven't gotten yet. We're great on paper, though. I will rip on my own. And Cowboy fans, even better. I know I just ripped on my own team. Gardini, Cowboy fans, yes, they've already won the championship. Victor, I think Power might only be like 9 years old. You think that old? Really? You think that old, Victor? All right, JT Real Muto up. It's bottom of the 5th inning, full count, nobody out, nobody on. Quintana, keep pitching a great game, man. He's looking really good out there. 1 out. Flew out to center field. Really, I thought he was in a home. He just got iPad time. Gunner, even 9-year-olds know how to use their brains. Yep. Power Girl, next time Port Girls play in Victoria, you should go to the game, and I can meet you after the game, and I'll put the power out. Wow. I told him the other day, I have Aussies that come in this channel, and they are great Australians, and they've helped me tremendously with the footy and understanding the game. I told him one day he's going to come in here, and they're all going to be in here, and there you go. Bond's right there. It's right there, man. He thought y'all didn't support the channel. It's funny. I said they do. All the Aussies have been great. Gardini, but peace out. Take care, y'all. Take the trash compactor out. Get some power left. All right, Gardini. We'll talk, man. Thanks, brother. Mr. Marine. Right now it's 2-1. Quintana 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 5th still. 2-1. Mr. Marine, JB Power has to listen to Nippleback and Nickelback at the same time to be approved. Wow. JB Warriors, and if not, let Ozzy on here. Give him beer of death. Hey, now you got a Marine pissed off at you, man. That's a United States Marine, a decorated one. That's no joke. Victor Strawberry said, George Steinbrenner saved my life, end quote. Yes, he did. I read the book. I read Strawberry's book, man. It was amazing. He did save his life. George Steinbrenner was not this jerk that everybody thought he was. He might have when he, been rough in the whole thing when he ran the team, but he had a huge heart. There was a lot of stories about him helping people in the community, or maybe you read a newspaper article and would anonymously send things to people that were in need and wouldn't tell them it was him. I mean, eventually he got found out, and Strawberry said he saved his life. He was more concerned about his life than that. Way back, I'm glad you're not a Vic. You're a disgrace to South Australia. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you. Gunner, the beer of teeth is the greatest thing to happen in the chat. The beer of teeth. The beer of death, you mean? The beer of death is the greatest thing. Yep. Oh, it is. I'm telling you. Gunner, I was telling the guys, I've been talking about, that's 2 outs. Mets are rolling right now. And like I said, I have no excuse for it. I said I was going to get T-shirts made up for you guys, and I haven't done it. It's pure laziness. Then I forgot about it. But now that the beer of death has come along, and my friend who does great web designs and shirt designs made a logo for the basement as well. So I have things set up for it, and I just kind of been lazy about it. I told you guys I never lie to you guys. I'm not going to tell you stories. That's straight up what happened. But now that the beer of death is on there, should have basement mentality on there and beer of death. Like, we've got to put that on there somewhere. Snazzy, I'm going to head out now. Let's go Yankees. Good night, everyone. All right, Snazzy, good seeing you in here, brother. I'm going to be doing the Yankees tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'll be doing the Yankees tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Snazzy. Seamery cycler. We got a Phillies fan in here talking crap. And that's okay. He can do it. That's another out. 3 up, 3 down. Mets taking care of business right now, going into the top of the 6th inning. Mets are taking care of business at the moment. 6-0 though in today's game. When you get into the bullpens mean everything, because when the starter is done, the bullpens can be bad. Like the Yankees have merry-go-round Mark Leiter. Merry-go-round Mark. Every time he pitches, it's a merry-go-round on the bases. We got Cardiac Clay, home run Holmes. I'll tell you what, though, the relief pitcher for the Yankees, Tim Hill, that is Uncle Rico from Napoleon. And he's pitches really well for us, by the way. But he's Uncle Rico. Gunnar must have been a pretty bad electrician with how bad your team is. Hey, they let a team hang around, and the other team, the Hawks more lost that game. I mean, they did play well, Gunnar. The power played really, really well. They let the Hawks hang around and almost blew it at the end. Victor, Power's still talking, and we're not even paying attention. I told him to go in the corner. I wasn't going. It's my chat. I wasn't getting. There's no reason to read anything of more of his until I'm ready to read it. He already got my approval. I said, good job. That's what he came here for. So I told him, good job. You got a New Yorker's approval. Good job. Good job. That's it. I'll acknowledge him when I feel like it. And you know what else is funny? I haven't blocked him yet either. I don't need to block him. He's entertaining me, and he's helping my channel. Manav, shut up, Power, Night Schneider. Captain, another cellar dweller, another Ozzy in the basement. What's happening, Captain? Good to see you in here, brother. We would all chip in for the Beer of Death shirts. Hats, right, War? Shirts and hats. You don't have to chip in. I'll get them made up, and we'll do it. We'll do it. I promise you guys we'll do it. And it's like I said, it's purely my bad. I've been talking about it for a long time and haven't come through. Hey, y'all, we're playing a good game, and Phillies offense can't get going. Well-deserved win for you guys. You know what, though? It's going to be a crazy time because the Phillies have had a great season, man. And like I said, I'm a Yankee fan by trade. And when the Yankees swept the Phillies, that was during a time the Phillies had their downtime. Now they're back on it, man. They're the number one record-wise team in baseball. I'd go for the Phillies over the Dodgers. I'll tell you that. I'd go for the Phillies over the Dodgers. I promise you. And I'd go for them over Atlanta, too. I don't hate the Phillies. I don't. I know they're meant for, but I'm a Jet fan, and I don't hate the Buffalo Bills. The Dolphins and the Patriots, I do. But Manab, Night Schnazi, Gunner. I can't wait for the Power to lose. Power fans will still, yeah, they'll still come in here. Hey, but like I said, it helps my channel. What's a Phillies fan? Texas, right? I was angry Hawks lost because I can't stand their fans bragging. We have one in here right now, Captain. Go Swans. Swans will smash the Port. Well, I know Port crushed them earlier during their 6-game winning streak going in, so they probably want some payback, Captain. They probably want some payback. Yeah, Nola was pitching a great game up until that 5th inning. It was a Quintana-Nola pitching duel. I don't know what happened to Nola. In that 5th inning, it all unraveled. It unraveled for Nola, and he's a great pitcher, man. All right, fly out. Fly out to first. That's 1 down. Taylor's out. Captain, I hate Port. Bond, way back. I think Mrs. Wayback is leading the finals tipping, but I think Tony didn't do his tip last, so he will get Port. Oh, okay. Power Girl fans are just the cowgirl fans of the AFL. Wow. Victor is all into the AFL. Guys, we have another American that is into footy now. Victor has been turned on to footy. He's been turned on to footy, man. That's awesome. Way back, why would he get Port Bond if he didn't tip? Alvarez, he grounded out, but that's okay because he smacked the 3-run homer last inning. So that's 3 up, 3 down for the Mets. Phillies coming to bat, bottom of the 6th. I only hate the Cowgirls and the Braves. I don't blame you there. I don't like every Boston team. I hate the New York Islanders. You're new in here. I hate the New York Islanders. That's the New York team I'll never, ever in life go for. I hate the Islanders the most. And the Patriots. As you see, I'm a Jet fan, so I'm a Jet fan. So the Cowboys don't really have much to do with my team, but I don't like them anyway, just because. Phillies over Dodgers all day, every day. Yeah, Bruin, I'd go for the Phillies over the Dodgers in a heartbeat. A heartbeat. I wouldn't think twice about it. PBR. Oh, yeah, we did do the Pabst Blue Ribbon. PBR, like the number 1 blue ribbon of the trash pile beers. I have a friend of mine that drank a ton of PBRs, and I've had a few of them, man. They just like an acquired taste, I guess. Captain, shut up, Power. Don't think I was a watchdog. Excuse me. Don't think I was watching the stream when you commented we lost, but they were resting with a whole week's rest. There you go. Angus, Victor. PBR. Yeah, we were naming some good ones, man. Schaefer and Keystone, Natty Ice. I'm trying to think of some new ones. Peels was pretty bad. Peels was a bad beer, man. And they had the nerve to write a story on the side of the can. Like you're drinking some like some huge, like legendary lager. Peels has a story on the side of their can. Can you imagine that? You can get like an 18-pack for like $7.99. And an 18 of Tall Boys. Like it's really, I mean, the nerve to write a story on the side of that beer can they should be ashamed of themselves. Lindor, 2 outs, got a runner in scoring position. Lindor's 1 for 3. Captain says you guys were lucky. I said they'd let the Hawks hang around. I did a review, and I did an honest review. I didn't rip the Power on there. I did an honest review on both teams in there, and that it did really come down to Sicily. Let's see. And it wasn't all on him. I mean, Sicily is just, a lot of things could have gone this way, that way, or the other, but it came down to one player, and that's what happens when you let a team hang around. Championship teams put teams away when they had the opportunity, and the Hawks won every quarter except the first quarter, and that's what killed them. The first quarter, the Power were all over them, and they recovered the rest of the way, but it's just what a great game. It was a great game overall. Really enjoyed it. Lindor, it's 1-2 now. 1 strike away. Got Harrison Bader, who's fast at second base. If he gets a single here, Bader could score. Bader's got some speed. Bond is leading. Bond's in the leading for everybody. Oh, I'm worried about my Sixers. Oh, I'm a Knicks fan. Oh, you should join us, man. You should join us in the You should join us in the chats. I do the Knicks games. I do the Rangers. You must be a Flyers fan too then. I do the Rangers, the Knicks. There, we got some rival teams right there. Lindor, that's going foul. Was that foul, really? And I'm a Jets fan, so our teams don't really match up there because the Eagles and the Jets don't play each other. But the Knicks and the Rangers, I'm assuming you're a Flyers fan. Oh, I'm assuming you're a Flyers fan. I like John Tortorella. I just didn't like what he did to Chris Kreider when Kreider was young on the Rangers. He couldn't stand Kreider. He almost ruined his career. But we have a regular guy in here that hates John Tortorella. I'm not a big fan, but I don't hate him as much as Trouba does. Lindor with a hit. That's going to go to the gap. Bader's scoring on that for sure. It's 7-0 Mets. Lindor's going for 2. Oh, man, he went over the bag. He went over the bag. Oh, he overran the bag. Lindor had an RBI double, which still counts because Bader scored, but Lindor overran the bag. I don't know why he didn't slide. It's hard to run straight up into second base without overrunning the bag, and that's what he just did. Yingling. Oof. There you go. That's a one that hasn't been mentioned yet in here, Victor. Yingling. Oh. Whew. That's right there. That's up there with Keystone, man. Hi, Victor, and who is your team? Victor is a Swans fan now. Yeah, Tony. Victor, all the Aussies that are in here, man, are all the ones except for Power that have helped me out, man. Everybody have helped me out in my footy journey. And it's been tremendous, man. So they're great guys, man. So yeah, Victor has just started checking it out, and he really enjoying it, man. What a great game. Okay, Bon, sorry, I should have cleaned up before I left. Right. That's right. We got to name it the basement. Wayback's the leader in that. Angus, generic beer, Waze beer, OD. Angus, this all came up the other day because one of the Power fans said that he wanted to pour the beer of death over me and then kick me in the face because his team lost. I just really weird. It's misplaced rage. Looks like Power Girls fan ran out of power. I'm sure he's still here listening. But yeah, it's all right. Like I said, he helps the channel. I got haters now. Do you know what a step up that is to have haters? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Crazy Horse. Oh, that's malt liquor. Old English. Oh, that's a malt liquor. You're going there, man. That is, whoo. I've had OEs, man. I've had Old English 40 ounces. Wow. Split head. The worst mix that's why I stuck to Jack Daniels when I drank. The worst I ever had was SoCo and orange juice. Now, the Southern Comfort orange juice mixture sounds like it would be good. It tasted good. I'll tell you what, in the morning, acid reflux, cracked head. Oh, man, I never had it again. Power must be laxative because it is flying out of your mouth, Power fan. All these Aussies, and I told him there's a ton of Aussies that follow this channel, Captain. I told him that. The night he was in here, there was a couple others too. None of you guys were here, and they didn't believe me. I said, I'm telling you. How else did I get into? I'm telling you, and here you all are tonight. So, Victor Swans, Bruin captain. Yep. Tip the line. Lions, man. Come on, Bon. Revenge tour. The Lions revenge tour, man. They want that granny. Good. That's a good tip. That's what I would do too. Oh, yeah, Flyers, Sixers, Phillies. I don't care about the Eagles or the NFL. Okay. Well, we got rivalries with the Flyers and the Sixers then, man. So you should hit the like button. I'm sure you already did, so you'll see play. And the Knicks, man, we got the Nova Knicks, man. The Nova Knicks. Brunson, Vincenzo, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges now. Watch out for the Knicks. Watch out. It's going to be you guys just got Paul George on the Sixers, man. Every year the Knicks were going to get Paul George. Every year you heard that Paul George is going to go to the Knicks. He never did. Now he's on the Sixers, man. We'll see. Tyrese Maxey's your guy, though. Maxey is your guy. That dude, I'm very impressed by him. I'm not a Sixers fan, but I'm very impressed by him. Tyrese Maxey's the whole reason. Even though the Knicks won that series in 6, right? Tyrese Maxey, not Embiid, is your guy. That dude can play. I respect the hell out of Tyrese Maxey. That guy can play, man. You got a real future with that kid. What a tremendous playoff. He carried your Sixers against the Knicks, man. He carried them, man. He was looking great. I was very impressed by him. All right, Quintana still rolling. Bottom of the sixth, one out. Mets up 7-0. 7-0. Now, the Phillies are way better than this. They're just not having a good night tonight. Shoot, I mean, my Yankees got beaten by the White Sox 12-2, like around the middle of the season. 12-2 to a team that's going, as a matter of fact, what is their record now? Yankees still 0-0, I see. The White Sox are 33-114. They might get that record with a 224 win percentage. Can you imagine that? Holy crap. They're 51 games out of first place. Now wait for this. The White Sox are 51 games out of first place behind the leader, Cleveland. The team just above the White Sox are the Detroit Tigers, okay? They're the team just above the White Sox in the standings. The White Sox are 42 games behind the fourth place team, the Tigers. 42 behind the team in front of you. That is really, this is epic. The worst record of all time is 40-120 by the New York Mets. Now, their excuse was it was their first year in the league, so they didn't have the players or anything. That's a little bit different. You're a brand new expansion team. 40-120 is a record. The White Sox are on pace to beat that. They're on pace to beat that. Wow. That is epic. That is epic. That's unexplained. I mean, that is bottom of the sixth. Oh, 2-2, 3-2, full count, full count. Bruin, I kind of like the Flyers. Do you, as a Bruins fan? Do you like the Flyers? Like I said, I was sorry Tortorella went there because I was like, I'll go for anybody over the Islanders, but I don't like the Flyers. That's what I thought. Clean your S up, no pun intended. Give me that beer of death. Wow, so scary. Oh, Captain, wait, that is folklore in here now. That is one of the best terms through here, along with basement, technical difficulties, BTDs, 1-800 runs now, Nickelback. Nickelback will always been, and Nippleback, both. And there's some in here I'm forgetting, but man, we got some terms. That is one of them now. Haters equals money, money, money. Right. Floyd Mayweather said that. If you ain't got haters, you ain't trying. There you go. Guys, that's why I didn't kick him off, man, because all these power fans are helping my output here. Guys, hit that like button. Strike one. We got 2 outs. 2 outs. Kyle Schwarber's up. 7-0 Mets still, bottom of the sixth. Haters equals money, money, money. Yes, sir. Tony, Victor, you might get to see a grand final with your team in it. I can't see Port winning again. Right. Yeah, I would think the Swans are ready to come back and little redemption, right? Little redemption. Little redemption. And it happens in sports. Oh, it's safe. We got a man on base. Man on base. One second here, guys. I'm checking something out on the Yankee game. I think it's still 0-0, but it hasn't updated yet. Top of the fifth inning, 0-0. Wow, still no score. So, yeah, there was a time, and this is why the Swans could pay them back. There was a time, hold on, 0-1. Phillies got a man on first. Let's see what happens here. That looks like that might be a hit. Nope, they got it. Out. Mets are out of the inning, going to the seventh inning. Victor, you might get to see a grand final. I can't see Port winning again. Yeah, there was a year my team, the Jets, lost. They were supposed to be really good, and they were in 2010. We went to the championship game and we lost that game. We fell one game short of the Super Bowl. But that particular year, the Patriots embarrassed us in a game 49-3. 49-3. And made fun of us, mocked us. And, of course, it was on national TV. They were doing, Jets things, the players, and they were falling out of the air. The Patriot players were mocking the Jets. They were doing things like this after the game, like a jet falling out of the air, that kind of stuff. Well, they met in the playoffs. This was like one of the biggest – this was like the Super Bowl for the Jets because we always got destroyed by the Patriots, quite honestly. But that year, New England had home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The Jets went there and beat them. That was our payback. We beat them in the playoffs in their house, and that was the Tom Brady Patriots. And then what did we do with that? We go out the next week to the championship game and lose. That should have catapulted us into the Super Bowl, but it didn't. But we got destroyed and came back and won in the playoffs. So that's what matters. The Swans got destroyed, annihilated by the Power. They're probably going to come back and take it out. Victor, beer of death equals Colt 45. Woo! Ballantine Ale. I think you brought that up. Somebody brought up Ballantine Ale in here. That wasn't from me, but I remember that one too. That's bad. Mickey's Wide Mouth is pretty bad too. Oh, is that a Australian beer, Mickey's Wide Mouth? It's probably equivalent to Old English and Meisterbrow, things like that. Oy. After the Ginnivan goal, there was a bunch of Power supporters mocking his celebration from last week and sticking up the middle fingers. Camera shows what type of fans they are. I've heard this. Now, I did have a guy yesterday, Captain, that came in here under the name of I Love Port Adelaide. He actually was a decent guy. He wasn't approving of the other Power guys talking crap. He actually was I can vouch for one. He was in here. His name was I Love Port Adelaide, and he actually didn't approve of what was going on there. Now, I'm a Jet fan. There's some really and Yankee fans. There's some real brutal Yankee fans and Jet fans, too. I mean, at least the Yankees win championships. They haven't won one in a while, but the Jets haven't won anything. They run their mouths a lot, and there are some fans that talk a lot of smack. And maybe that's why the media hates the Jets so much. Maybe it's part of the reason. I don't know. Way back. Nice job on using the term granny. Yes, I'm learning way back. I'm learning. Gold star. Boom. Gold star. I'm learning way back. I'm learning, man. I'm listening to these announcers closer and closer when I'm watching the game, and I'm not trying to drop the premiership thing in the grand final. I'm calling it granny now. I feel like I'm 82% of the way there. Here's Brandon Nimmo, who hit a big 3-run homer in the same inning that Francisco Alvarez hit a 3-run homer. The Mets scored 6 runs off 2 3-run bombs in the 5th inning. So Brandon Nimmo is back up. This guy's a good ball player, man. I like him. He doesn't have like the greatest stats, but he seems to be Johnny on the spot a lot. I hope so. Heaney is a beast. Yeah, Heaney, that Specky was amazing. That's a 1 game. Oh, hold on. I'm a little behind here. Gold Star. I read that. That one I like. Tony, Captain, I've only come across Port fans at games, and to stay away from them. Those are like Eagles fans over here, Philadelphia Eagle fans, and some Red Sox fans are pretty bad. But again, I know there's Jet fans that are pretty bad. There's some New York Jet fans that are pretty bad. Oh, yeah, I like Maxey. I'm 50-50 with Embiid. Yeah, I didn't like – you know what? I really got turned off by Embiid when he twisted Mitchell Robinson's ankle. It's not just because he's a Knick. It's because, dude, Embiid, you get hurt a lot too. Why you twist – Mitchell Robinson just came back after months of being out. And when he was when Embiid was on the ground, he reached up and kind of jerked Robinson's leg, man. So what are you doing, man? Were you trying to re-injure him? I didn't respect that at all. Normally, I didn't really think one way or the other about Embiid. I didn't like that move, man. That was cheesy. That was really cheesy, man. And Robinson had to go to the bench again, man, because he re-injured. It wasn't as bad, but I mean, it's like, what are you doing? It's like, dude, you get hurt a lot too, man. That wasn't cool. Nimmo grounds out, 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down, very fast. Bonham on the Lions for the grand final now, for the granny. I'm going to really use that now. Yes, let's do it. They are on a revenge tour. Victor, beer of death, Carlsberg Light. Carlsberg Light, I got to admit, I've heard of it, Victor. I never had it. I've never had it. That one I've never had. But I have heard of it, man. And I never heard anything good about it, so I'll give you that. Alonso, what a play. What a play by Stott, man. Great grab. So it's now going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bruin, I'm a Ron Hextall fan. You heard me shout that name out. Ron Hextall. He was a good goalie, man. He was a solid goalie for the Flyers. Bruin, how the hell is it even possible to field a team that bad? Can you imagine that? Listen, let me just tell you one more time, because it's so mind-blowing. The Detroit Tigers, for those that don't know in here, the American League Central Division has 5 teams in it. 5. The Chicago White Sox are 5. They're the 5th place team in that division. Their record is 33 and 114. They are 51 games out of first place. The 4th place team is the Detroit Tigers. They're 75 and 72. Every team in the Central Division has a winning record. Okay? So the Tigers are 75 and 72, and the team below them is 33 and 114. 42 games. The Tigers are 42 games ahead of the team behind them. It's mind-blowing every time I read it. Can you imagine being a White Sox fan? At home this year, they're 18 and 57 at home. You got to feel like really blessed if you were one of the fans that went to one of the 18 wins they've had at home this year. And they won 18 and lost 57 at home. Boy, that is bad, man. They've had losing streaks this year that have consisted of 21 games, 14 games, 11 games, and 18 games. You got to play the lotto, man, if you were at one of those 18 wins this season. Can you imagine that? Like every time you go to a White Sox home game, you got to feel like you're going to a loss. Like you have nothing better to do with your day. They are that bad, Bruin. Whew. People are like, yeah, but they get paid. Nah, you know what? When you're on a team that bad, you're embarrassed. I'm sorry. The money, these guys that are already super rich aren't thinking about the money. I'm sorry, man. You're probably like badly wanting to get out of there. Bruin, John, just laugh and just say, yes, sir. Lockport, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Lockport's in the basement. Do I have to explain my jersey and why I'm not doing the Yankee game, Lockport? I have to, right? Mr. Marine Bruin, how we doing, man? What's happening, Lockport? Bond, me too. Go for Lions. Old Fitzroy Lions. That's right. Did I show you guys you guys have seen my Brisbane Bears hat. I'm pretty proud of that. I had a Bears. I have a Bears regular, a Brisbane regular in here now. His name is Brisbane Lions fan. And he was like very impressed by my Brisbane Bears hat. I remember I ordered that, man. That was well worth it to me. I like having vintage stuff. Bryce Harper grounds out to Alonso, throws it right over to Quintana. Is money today. Money. It's 1 down. So, yeah, Lockport, I don't have the Apple app, so I couldn't get the Yankee Red Sox game in, which is still 0-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Man, that is a great game. Sorry we're missing that one. But I'll be on tomorrow at 1 p.m. I should be for the Yankees Red Sox. And then Sunday's a football day all day. Lockport, good to see you in here, dude. I hold no stakes in arguing with an AFL fan because I don't watch it. I don't know anything. I was just having fun. That's all right, Gunner. You can do whatever you want. You're an OG. It's perfect. Just think of like, Cowboys fans or Patriot fans, and then just go with it like that. Lockport, yeah, dominant. And I'm saying even before his injury, you guys were dominating them, man. Just pure dominance last night. And all the Dolphin fans that I know, I told you, trucker friends of mine that were mocking me for the Jets losing on national TV like that. I told them all, I said, you guys got to play the Bills on national TV on Thursday. They were mocking my Jets for getting destroyed on Monday Night Football. And they're like, no, we're going to win that game. That's going to be a close game. We're going to beat the Bills. I'm like, you've lost 11 out of 12. Now it's 12 out of 13. But at the time, I said, you've lost 11 out of 12. I'm not so sure about that. A couple of my trucker friends were like, nah, we're never get embarrassed like that. We have the team. We're winning the AFC East and all this other stuff. And they got smacked. Oh, I was texting them. Like, hey, man, you made me feel good about the Jets' loss on Monday night. Your team made me feel good about that loss. I don't feel so bad now. We lost by 13, man. You guys lost 31-10. I know the game for the Jets was worse than what the score showed, but it's just a point. Captain, you can go to the Ginnivan goal highlights and see the Port crowd mocking them and stick the middle fingers up. I will. I'll take a look at it. Gunnar, you don't have to follow knowing that someone, yeah. That's right. Way back, you don't have to follow the sport to know someone's right. That's what I told them. Think of Patriot fans. Think of Cowboy fans. It's along the same lines. Bruin, how did you become a Bruins fan if you live in – that's what I asked him a long time ago, Mr. Marine. How in the world are you a Giants fan, Yankees fan, and a Bruins fan? That is very odd. I don't think you'll go to Boston and see a Red Sox fan, a Patriot fan, and a Knicks fan. Or, you know what I mean? Or a Rangers fan. It's very odd. I've gotten on Bruin about this quite a few times in the past, Mr. Marine. Bond, JG, I put a Hetriani song in the basement Discord yesterday, and I was talking to Hetriani and Fifth Band yesterday. I'll put some more music. Please do, Bond. I haven't gotten a chance to look at it yet, but please do, man. I do get to the Discord. I'm not on it every day, but I will get to it and really appreciate you doing that, man. Thank you. I've been doing so much on all these games, the footy playoffs and the NFL and the baseball. I got all this stuff going on. So, and when I watch those footy games, I have my famous notepad rolling. I have this thing rolling, as you guys know. I got to keep notes when I'm watching those games. Lockport, Orioles getting no hit through 8 innings to the Tigers. Wow. Who's pitching for the Tigers? Scooble? Oh, yeah, he was playing dirty. That was messed up. Yep, no doubt. Look at that, man. The Mets rolling. 7 innings, only giving up 3 hits. Quintana has only given up 3 hits, guys, in 7 innings. Wow. Against a great Phillies team. Remember, the Phillies, they're the number 1 record-wise team in baseball. They got a great batting order, and Quintana has given up 3 hits and 0 runs through 7 innings. That is amazing. JB, oops. It's all good, man. All good. It's all good, man. I would argue they're worse than Collingwood. Now, see, Captain, like this is only my second year. Up until my review of the Power getting mauled by the Cats, I just call it as I see it. And you guys that have been here long enough to know, how many times do I rip on this team right here? How many times do I trash my own team right here? Because I call it as I see it. That's when I found out what Power fans are all about, with the exception of the I Love Port Adelaide guy. He was the exception. He was a nice guy. I was always told Collingwood was the worst fans. I never had a Collingwood fan come in the chat and say anything. So that was a first for me. That was a first. But, man, I said, well, I've got haters, man. I must be moving up in the YouTube world. Let's see. And Geelong versus Swans rematch is my prediction. Wow. I'm talking about Swans wanting to pay somebody back. That's the first granny I ever watched. And that was when I was learning the sport. That was 2 years ago. And that was the first one I ever watched. And I'm sure the Swans would love a payback. Any light beer is a beer of death. Amen to that. Captain, I bet 100% the Power guy's a fully grown man. Probably. That's why I put him in the corner. It's embarrassing. I'm telling you. First grade teacher was a Bruins fan and was partly the reason I got into hockey, Marine. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. Oh, so he was, okay. So that begs the question. So that's in New York, right? You're from the Bronx, Bruin. So that's still a New Yorker, your teacher. So your teacher is a New Yorker and was a Bruins fan. Wow. Bond, Captain, you would be correct. We determined around 8 or 9. Quintana. All right, the Mets are coming to bat right now. What's up, Rocco? Guys, give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, guys, I'm back. Mets have a man on first, nobody out. Top of the 8th inning. Game moving right along here, guys. Base hit. Oh, that's a double play. Boom, boom. No, they didn't get him at first. Great play by Stott at second base, though. That looked like that was a hit right up the middle. Great dive and Stott getting the lead runner at second. Oh, I'd rather be a White Sox fan than a sellout teams fan like oh, man. That is awful what the A's are doing, man. That's terrible, man. Oakland's lost all their teams. The Warriors left, the Oakland A's and the Oracle. The Oracle, the Warriors' old stadium, was right there in the same parking lot as the Oakland A's. Now they're gone. The Raiders were like Oakland to L.A. to Oakland to Vegas. I don't know what's up with that, man. That's not cool. Not cool, man. Yep. The White Sox are just, man. Mr. Marine, cool Bruin. Yeah, but it begs the question, Mr. Marine. So in New York, a Bronx teacher was a Bruins fan. How did that happen? Sometimes I wish the Phillies would lose more so ticket prices go down and I could afford to go to games again. Dude, the Jets have lost forever, and those ticket prices never do anything but go up. They never do anything but go up. We'll get destroyed in a game, and Woody Johnson, our owner, will be like, hey, fans, what color scheme do you think the team should wear next week? Green and white? White tops and green pants? White tops and black pants? Black tops and white pants? What do you guys think we should wear? Don't worry about losing 35-0 or whatever it is. Don't worry about only winning 3 games in the season. What do you guys want to wear? What do you want to look like when we get demolished in games over the past few years? That's the way it was. But I hear you on that, Tony, Bond Sandown today and tomorrow. Johnny Supercars. Hey, that Bathurst is what? October 14th? I marked that one down. I am watching that. Is that October 14th, Tony? The Bathurst race? That supercar is incredible. The V8 supercars are incredible, man. I don't know a lot about that type of racing. We have Van Ginsberg's over here, man, racing in the Xfinity Series, and he's in the NASCAR Cup Series too. He's won a few road courses over here, man. He's a great driver, man. He just moved up to the Cup Series here. So I'm just learning about the V8 supercars, man. But I tell you what, that Bathurst is no joke. So, Angus, the White Sox are so bad that the rest of the division are 500 teams. They are. The White Sox winning percentage is 224. 224. I even checked because I didn't want to, if it was 227, I didn't want to take anything more away from them that's already been taken away. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, man, I'm behind in this freaking chat. Let me catch up here. Angus, the White Sox, I read that. Power, your team is going to be thrown in the Harbor Bridge. Go Swans. Tony, thanks, mate. I forgot it was on. Go the Mustang. Amen. Mustangs, man. Over here, my guy is Joey Logano. He just won the first round of the playoff series. We're going to Watkins Glen, guys. Now, if you watch NASCAR, if you get it over there, Watkins Glen, New York, is a road course. You guys might be interested in watching that if you want to see some NASCAR road courses. That one's happening this weekend. Watkins Glen is a good road course, man, to watch. My man Logano drives a Team Penske with Ryan Blaney and Austin Cindric, man. They're all Ford Mustang drivers, man. Go the Mustang. Amen. Tony, thanks, mate. I forgot it was on. Go to Mustang. Johnny Vintage Lions, top you need to get a Fitzroy Lions cap. That's a good idea. I should get that too. Did you see the Bears one? I've worn it before on here. I'll get it. Francisco Alvarez is up, who already banged a 3-run homer in the top of the 5th inning. It's 2 strikes on him right now, 2 balls, 2 outs. They're still up 7-0. The game's almost over. Well, the Mets got to get 6 more outs on the Phillies. The Phillies have the bottom of the 8th and the bottom of the 9th to try to get 7 runs, which isn't impossible. There have been miracle comebacks. There it is. Right there. Fitzroy Lions, though, I think that's the way to go. Oh, Fitzroy Lions top, like jersey. I will. I want to have I like having vintage jerseys of all. That's my addiction. Alvarez, another base hit, man. This kid is playing. He's 2 for 4 on the night. 2 hits for 4 at bats is what that means. Johnny Vintage, I've just read that. Angus, if the Yankees don't have 99, who's Aaron Judge, and 22, who's Juan Soto, Yankees would not have 40 games. Oh, no doubt. Those guys are our saviors, man. There's no doubt about it. Mr. Marino, we got to give a bit of a shout out to Austin Wells, though. He has been hitting great lately. Austin Wells has been doing it. Jazz Chisholm was a great pickup as well. He's been hitting. Oswaldo Cabrera needs more playing time. I keep saying this over and over and over. Oswaldo Cabrera needs more playing time. Did I say Oswaldo Cabrera needs more playing time? Power's in timeout. Yeah, I control this chat. He already got the New Yorkers' approval. That's what he was dying for. To think that you're halfway across the country, halfway across the world, and you need my approval to say good job. Good job on the Power. Nice job. Can you imagine that your team wins and I'm the first person you think of? Good job. Good job, Port Adelaide. Way to hold on to the win. There. Bon, I could hear the car at work Friday, so I knew it was on. Mr. Marine, good day, mate. Sorry I didn't see you. Say hi. Had to put the power out. Victor, power is in time. Yeah, amen. Yep. He already got my approval. He already got he had to reach out. Someone ran out of power. Week is pissed. JB, you need a P.O. box so we can send you stuff. People have asked me, man. People have asked me to get one, man. Flex was the original one to ask me. I'll think about it. I don't want you guys to send me anything, and you really don't have to. We're all just fans in here. I wouldn't want you guys to spend your hard-earned money. Sandown is warm-up race for Bathurst. Sorry, I don't know what the date is. Just know it's October. Sorry, I didn't even know that much. Right now, the Mets are up 7-0 on the Phillies. This game's in Philadelphia, by the way. Mets are winning 7-0. 2 3-run homers in the same inning in the fifth. And Quintana for the Mets is pitching lights out. I wonder if they're going to let him pitch the whole game. So the Mets have 2 men on, 2 outs. Harrison Bader's up, who's the 9th batter in the order. Way back. Yep, good idea. Jersey Kid, welcome into the basement, man. Subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button, man. Appreciate you going in. Go Giants, Mets, Knicks, and Devils. I'm with you on the Knicks, man. I don't mind the Giants. I'm a Jets fan, but I don't mind the Giants, Jersey Kid, from my least fave to my favorite. I love Lawrence Taylor. I go for the Giants. The only team I don't go for is the Islanders. The only team I don't go for. I will not go for the Islanders. I'm Rangers, Knicks, Yankees, and Jets. I know I have a Met jersey on right now. I like the Mets, and I'm wearing a hybrid Mets jersey. It's Darryl Strawberry. It's Darryl Strawberry, so he's hybrid Mets. I couldn't get the Yankee game on. It's on Apple TV. Dolphins are Jets' little daddy. Subscribe, bell notice, and hit the like button. Dolphins are Jets' little daddy. Jets are going to crash. You're not a Dolphin fan in here really talking trash right now, right? You're not a Dolphin fan coming in here talking trash about the Jets. Your Dolphins made me feel good about the Jets' loss on Monday night. We didn't have the worst loss on national TV this week. You did. So you're not a Dolphins fan in here talking trash right now, right? And by the way, there's a lot of Buffalo Bills fans in here as we speak. There's no way a Dolphin fan is in here talking trash about the Jets. There's no way that's happening right now. You guys made the Jets look like we played a close game. Don't get this chat started on the Dolphins, please. On a serious note, I really do hope Tua gets better, man. That I'm not happy about. Not happy about Tua. Before Tua got hurt, though, they were getting killed anyway. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller accounted for right on time. Raleigh, another Marine represented. Harrison Bader, another 3-run homer. The Mets are up 10-0 on Philadelphia. 3-run homers in this game today. This is in Philadelphia. This is in Philly, and the Mets are winning 10-0. Raleigh, no Dolphins fan should be talking after last night. Amen. Can you believe a Dolphins fan walked in here talking trash about the Jets? Are you serious right now? Did you watch that game last night? Holy crap, that's ballsy, man. My team looked great compared to your team. Raleigh, so we are both our United States Marine representatives are here in the basement. Raleigh and Mr. Marine. Way back, is a Dolphin a newbie? I reckon he's the Power Girl troll. This guy. Wow. I told him there's Bills fans in here too, and the Bills are the team that wrecked them last night. There's no way a Dolphins fan is in here. I hope he sticks around. You could be very entertaining. Dolphins are the Jets' little daddy. Well, and also that's not really true either. You guys haven't won a playoff game. I know the Jets haven't been to a playoff in 13 years. You guys haven't won since Dan Marino was your quarterback. It was so long ago that the Seattle Seahawks were the team they beat. The Seattle Seahawks aren't even in the AFC anymore. People probably forget they were even in the AFC. It was that long ago. The Seattle Seahawks were once part of the AFC West with the Broncos, the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Chiefs. That's how long ago it was since the Dolphins have even won a playoff game. There's no way a Dolphin fan is in here talking trash. Wow. Gunnar, how'd the Dolphins look last night? Right. Oh, look at how it's steered from power to this guy. This guy's a clown. Angus, I used to have a P.O. box when I wrote a printed music fanzine magazine. Oh, really? Wow. How did that go for you, Angus? Did you got to get a lot of different stuff in there? Like, I'm weird about P.O. I don't know about that. And I don't want anybody in here that's a regular mine wasting their money on me anyway. I appreciate all the thoughts. I don't know, man. I feel, we're all fans in here. We're just all fans in here. That's what it's about. Angus, I used to have a PO. I just read that. Larry the Drone. Welcome back to the basement, Larry the Drone. I believe you are a Australian yourself. Hey, do you reckon the Lions would be Giants? Be honest. You mean do I think they'll beat them? Yes, I do. I do think they'll beat them. You know why? Because they are on the revenge tour right now. The Giants are a very good team. I'm not saying they're not. The Giants are a very, very good team. It's going to be an incredible game. It's an incredible competition. But the Lions have been there, done that. They've been there, done that last year. They went all the way and lost to Granny, a very close one. They're on the revenge tour. They have the experience. They just need to start kicking straight in the second half. That's the Lions' biggest issue, if you ask me. The Lions have a big problem. Foot on the gas, and then taking it off the gas in the second half. Against the Blues, they should have blown them out of the water, and they took their foot off the gas and not kicking straight in that second half. And they do that a lot. They do that quite a bit. That's the Lions' problem right there. I still think they're going to win. They have the experience. They went through it last season. This isn't new to them. I think they're going to be all right. And I'm not even being biased. That's my honest saying. That's my honest assessment of the game. And these guys know, Larry DeJohn, you're new in here. These guys know I don't always bias. My team's always going to win. And if they lost, it's somebody else's fault. No, I'm very straight up. When my team loses, I get on them. Wrote and printed. Wow, Angus, that's awesome, man. How did that go? We're big into music here. Bon, we're all big into music here. Bon, speaking of Bon, way back, I'm going to go get a 15th birthday present, plastic snake in a box with a string stuck to the lid. So when he opens it, bam. Bottom of the 8th inning right now. Mets have the relief pitcher in. It looks like Phil Maton is in. I mean, the Mets are up 10-0, man. The Phillies have the bottom of the 8th right now, and then they have the bottom of the 9th. Unless the Mets add more runs in the top of the 9th. If the Mets blew this game, that would be unbelievable. Like, Tua should retire. I agree. And I meant to look up what his the latest is on him, by the way. Hey, where'd that Dolphins fan go? We were about to have fun with that. The Mets are up 10-0, so we needed some entertainment. That's one of those guys I'm just going to drop in, say something stupid, and then I'm going to drop out. Too bad he didn't stick around. Let's see. Wow. Listen to how great this is. Tua's foundation receives huge donations from Bills fans after his injury. Bills fans donated to the Miami Signal Callers charity. Wow, that's awesome, man. He did suffer a concussion. I'm trying to find. Bill Mafia raises the bar yet again with donations to Tua Tagovailoa's charity. Sorry, I chopped his last name up a little bit. Everybody does genuinely care about Tua, man. Look at that. Shout out to the Bills Mafia, man, making huge donations to his charity, man. That's a huge shout out. They got a great fan base there, man. Really good fan base. Cardinals, shame on you for trading Harrison Bader. Yeah, how did they trade him, man? And they traded him to the Yankees originally for Jordan Montgomery, who the Cardinals then turned and traded him to Texas, where he won a World Series. So the guy they got for Harrison Bader, they traded, Angus. They traded to the Texas Rangers. Why don't you go win a World Series with them and get off our team? That was really odd. And the Yankees traded him because we just got a ton of players that are in the outfield, and he just I had a feeling they weren't going to sign him. Bills suck. The ref cheated. In 31-10 game, the ref cheated. Boy, seems to be a theme. This is like a Power fan now. The refs cheated. 31-10? The refs cheated? What? Are you kidding me? How about your team was getting smoked the entire game? Smoked. Beaten up. And that's before Tua got hurt. Y'all were still getting blown out. I can't believe a Dolphins fan. Dude, there's a lot of Bills fans in here, so have fun. I can't believe you're in here talking crap, man. Bon, I'll tell him to open it up on the roller coaster live stream. Oh, that's something you guys are talking amongst each other. I get it, because that's going over my head. Captain, he is reminding me to Power 2004. His team hasn't even won a playoff game since 1999, Captain. They've been in the playoffs. My Jets haven't been there in 13 years, but Dolphin fans, the last time, like Dan Marino was their quarterback the last time they won a playoff game. Won a playoff game. That's 99. It's really bad when my Jets are really a pathetic organization and I can actually talk crap right now. The last time we were in the playoffs, at least we were in the championship game. And they haven't won a Super Bowl since 1974. We're 1969. Boom, Namath. At that point, it really doesn't matter. They had Dan Marino and didn't win a Super Bowl with Dan Marino. The Jets should have taken him. We're the dummies that let him pass in the draft. We didn't take him. The Dolphins actually got him and didn't win with him. And then there was last night. And by the way, Dolphins fan, I'm going to ask you this, and I'll let the Bills fans take it from here. Did the refs cheat? You guys have now lost 12 out of 13 to Buffalo. You guys have now lost 12 games out of the last 13 to the Buffalo Bills. Were the refs cheating in all of those games? Wow, these are really bad excuses, man. Way back, you reckon I wouldn't be surprised. He uses the words the same way. He does. Maybe it's the same guy with a different way back. Maybe it's the same guy with a different profile. Gunner, refs mad 2 through 3 interceptions. What about the 12 out of 13 that they've lost to your team, Gunner? And Raleigh, is he still in here? Gunner, they've lost 12 out of 13. Man, the refs really must have it out for them. Maybe they were resting. Maybe the Dolphins were resting in those games. Bro, literally the same guy. Bro, it's got to be the same guy. If there's ever a troll, we won't call them a troll. We just say we have a beer of You're right. Hey, you know that T-shirt should be when we get the basement T-shirts, it'll have Beer of Death signature series on it. How about the Beer of Death signature series on the T-shirt? We should write that on there. Beer of Death signature series, unless somebody thinks of something better. That name's definitely going on that. Beer of Death, the like button. Beer of Death signature series. Unless someone thinks of something. Guys, let your brains go over the weekend, whatever. Just start naming names. Throw them out to me. I'll be on all the time anyway. You guys know it. Angus, the fanzine was mostly thrash and punk music. I got a bunch of demos in the mail. I mostly review stuff, music, writing, photography. Thrash metal, I liked. All right, so it's top of the 9th inning right now. It's 10-0 Mets. The Phillies are getting demolished right now, 10-0 in their home city. And they've only gotten 3 hits. Now, the Phillies are way better than this. It's just every team has an off game. Every team has an off game, right, Dolphins? So I was into like Anthrax and Static X, Angus. Static X, I like them a lot, man. I consider them thrash metal. Wayne Static had such a wide range of his vocals, man. Rest in peace, Wayne Static. But man, tremendous musician, man. Static X was a band I really liked. I still like. I don't like the new guy, but caught it. The CEO is pathetic. Hey man, you're singing to the choir on that one. Gunner, Allen averages 3 TDs a game against the Fish and has MVP level numbers across those 14 games. It's insanity how much Allen owns them. At least my Jets normally split with the Bills every year. We show up when we play the Bills. We show up. We don't win them all, but we damn sure don't lose 12 out of 13. Your team doesn't even compete. Woo! Josh Allen averages 3 TDs a game. 3 TDs a game against your team. Averages. Wow. He might actually be a different guy. We know he probably is. Manab, what suggestions should I eat for dinner tonight, Johnny? Wow. Why don't you get a meat? Oh no, you don't eat pork. Let me take that out. What about a chicken parmesan hero? Chicken parmesan hero. Or out in California, you might call him a sub or a hoagie. I don't know. But how about a chicken parm hero, Manav? That sounds like a winner tonight. Nice, easy. It's Saturday night, or it's 6 o'clock for you. You're halfway across. You're on the other side of the country from me. Gunner, Hill and Waddle combined for 65 yards. Wow. Hill and Waddle, man. Can you imagine having a receiver duo like that and only combining for that? That's insane. He wouldn't know about the NFL. There's some, Captain. I have some guys that actually do a little bit about the NFL. This guy is an NFL fan and doesn't know about his team. Manav might have some Vegemite on toasted bread. Is that another home run by the Mets? Oh my gosh, that is the fourth home run tonight by the Mets. This time, though, it was only a solo shot. The other one, it's 11-0 Mets over the Phillies. 11-0. What is the Yankee score? Oh, it's 4-0 Red Sox, top of the seventh. Maybe it is good we're doing this game. Anthrax, Motorhead, Overkill. Oh, yeah, Lemmy. Lemmy's a legend. Another legend. Lemmy. Oh, Manav, I don't even know what that is, Bon, so I can't say it. Manav, turkey burger, chicken parm, Manav. Go with the chicken parm. It's a chicken parm night. It's Friday night. Men at Work, who can it be now? You dropped it an Australian pop band, Men at Work. Jesse Winker's up. The Mets, it's the ninth inning, and they are up 11-0. I said over the Phillies. That is amazing. I didn't expect this tonight. They are, wow. And Nola was pitching for the Phillies, who's a great pitcher. Texas, Static X has good. Static X is the real deal, man. That's the real deal. Machine, what an album. Machine, Destroyer. Oh, no, it was Cannibal. I think Cannibal was the album with Destroyer on it. Wayne Static was a legend in Texas. His vocal range was insanity, man. Their first album was Wisconsin Death Trip. Their first album was great. Machine was the bomb. Come on, Texas. What am I thinking of? Come on. Shadow Zone. That album was good, too. Iglesias is up now. Can the Mets add on to this 11-0 run? They just added another run. Angus, I read that. Way back is the same guy baiting you. Oh, another hit. Boy, it's been a rough day for the Phillies. Yeah, right, because his name is Dolphins over Jets' little daddy. So it's kind of weird. I know Dolphin fans, and they don't have anything about being nobody brags about being able to beat up on the Jets. Trust me. That's like, who cares? Everybody this year was supposed to be really good. We got embarrassed in game one. We're going to make the Titans pay for that on Sunday. But point being, nobody brags about being able to be beating up on the Jets, because usually everybody beats up on the Jets. It's not really like a badge of honor. Victor, you seem to know a bit about Australia. Yeah, he said Men at Work. The game is so bad for Philadelphia that they don't have a bullpen pitcher. They have a player that probably used to pitch in like high school pitching, because they don't want to, and it's a smart move. They don't want to waste their bullpen. Anyway, the Phillies have 3 more outs to go. They're coming to bat. Let's see if they can get any runs together. Yeah, Men at Work. Who can it be now? I really wasn't a fan of that kind of music. Like, you want to know an Australian band I really do like? How about Midnight Oil? Midnight Oil is a great band. I liked a lot of their songs. Midnight Oil is a really good band. Way better than Men at Work. Way better than Men at Work. I like Midnight Oil is a good band. AC/DC, I know, that's the big one. I'm just talking about other bands besides them. JB, after Wayne Static passed away, I think his wife. Did she really? I didn't know that. She passed away too? Oh, wow. I didn't know that, Mr. Marine. Wow. Didn't know that, man. Wow. That's sad, man. Wayne, I think Wayne Static had stopped all the drugs and the drinking. I think his body was just too beaten up and he passed. I don't know the whole story. But, man, Wayne, what a great band. Angus, I made delicious chili. Oh, we're getting to the winter time here soon, man. Chili will be on point at that time there, Angus. Manav, I will think about it, Mr. Marine. Manav, yeah, that sounds good, right? Chicken parm, man. Chicken parm. That's the way to go tonight. It's Friday night. It's 9:20 here. So what is it for you in Cali? It's 6:15, right? I don't even know what that is, Bon. I don't know what that is, what you offered to him. I never heard of it. Got nothing to say, Fish fan? Look at Gunner. By the way, Dolphins fan, Gunner is a diehard Bills Mafia Bills fan. I mean, like, diehard. You've got his attention. Please keep bringing it, because he walked into a chat and saw the Jet stuff and didn't realize I'm the only Jet fan in here, except when Rick the Ninja's around. It's all Bills fans and Ozzy fans in here. So it's just he doesn't know it. Bruin Mets killing the Philly. They are crushing the Philly. This is in Philadelphia. All their fans have. Oh no, there's still some fans there. 11-0. Who saw this coming? The Mets are now 9. They'll be 9-1 in their last 10 games. Carlos Mendoza, their manager, was our Yankees bench coach. You know that for a long time. So they got a great manager, and one of his greatest managerial things that he did was not pitch to Aaron Judge. In all 4 games, the Yankees lost to the Mets. He intentionally walked Aaron Judge every time and made the rest of the team try to beat us. There's an idea. And they beat them all 4. Cold Chisel. I did a few reviews on them, and John Farnham, isn't that the other guy that's majorly popular over there? John Farnham. Tony, well done, Victor. Try and watch some Australian movies. Where women go and men plunder. Can you hear the thunder? Can't you hear that thunder? Trust me, when I grew up in the 80s, you didn't have a choice of Spotify and music and Pandora and all that stuff. You listened to what was on the radio, and that was it. And Men at Work in the 80s was on the radio here a lot. Can't you hear that thunder? You got to have that song stuck in my head now, man. That song's going to be stuck in my head now tonight. Thank you, Victor. That song is now going to be stuck in my head. Try bangers and mash, Manav. Manav, I can't eat beef way back because I am Hindu. Yeah, I knew that. That's why I almost said meat lovers pizza. I said, wait a minute, I can't give that to Manav. So we're going to go with chicken parm. Chicken parm is the way, Manav. Chicken parm. Watch Ozzy Indy. Angus, Midnight Oil. Yeah, Midnight Oil is a great band. Great band. Absolutely love them. Great music, man. But now, thanks to Victor, I got Men at Work stuck in my head for the night now. Dun, 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 dun. In the land down under. Dun, dun. That's going to be in my head all night now, Victor. The Saints. Angus, you're in the Discord. Drop some Saints songs, and then I've never heard of them. So drop them in so I can check some out. Bon, I might have bangers and mash tonight, or curried sausages with mash. Oh, that sounds good, man. Victor is rake. See it if you can find it. That's interesting. 6:17 here in California. Yeah, you guys are 3 hours behind us. He ran away like a coward. Who? Oh, Dolphins fan. Yeah. Big Buffs, welcome into the basement, man. Subscribe, donuts, hit the like button. Hey, man, you're in here with some Bills fans, man. Welcome in. Welcome in. You just missed a Dolphin fan. Big Buffs, you just missed a Dolphin fan in here talking crap. I told him he made me feel good about my Jets' loss on Monday night. The Dolphins fan was just in here, man. You just missed him. But I get a lot of support from Bills fans, man. So you're in the right chat. I get a lot of support from Bills Mafia. Trust me, I do. Got a couple in here right now. Wayback, what about the Dead Lizards? Wayback's Band, another great Aussie band. Wayback's Band. Welcome, Big Buffs. I wouldn't want bangers. I wouldn't call bangers meat Manav. Oh, boy. I'm going to leave that right where that is. Angus, still listen to vinyl records. You mean like this? How about that one, Angus? Oh, Frank Sinatra, man. All right, one out in the bottom of the ninth. You got one man on. We're almost done here, guys. Gunner, to really shut down that Fish fan, I just posted a picture of Allen and Tua's head-to-head stats. Oh, boy. And we all do, for the people that are just walking in, we all do wish Tua the best in all seriousness. When we talk about the game, we are certainly not talking about Tua. We all our prayers and wishes for him, for his life and his brain and his concussion syndromes. That is not a joke, and that's not funny. And we wish him the best. Rivalries and all that is fun. But when we're talking about the Dolphins, we're not smashing him. And anything that happened to him, we wish him nothing but the best. Hey, Bond, I put up an Angus interview about Bond. Oh, wow. Strike 3. The Mets got 2 outs, 1 out away. Victor, I'm crying. That song's in my head now, dude. You know how that happens, man. Now it's in my head for the night. Whew. 2024 Brisbane, Captain. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Welcome to the basement, Big Buffs. Yep, he walked in the right one. It's amazing, Big Buffs, but it's true, man. He walked in here talking crap about the Jets and talking crap. His name was Dolphins over the Jets' little daddy or something like that, where the Jets' little are you kidding me? You guys haven't won a playoff game since Dan Marino was your quarterback. They can't even make fun of my Jets for not making it for 13 years. You guys haven't won since Dan Marino was your quarterback in 99. Seattle Seahawks was the team they beat. They're not even in the conference anymore. This guy came in here talking smack. So you got to be kidding me. Can you imagine just picking a chat randomly, seeing a guy with Jets jerseys and a Mets jersey on and say, I'm going to go in there and rag on this Jets fan after getting blown out last night, not knowing there's Buffalo Bills fans in here? Wow. Johnny would love the Australian band, The Angels. They are still going. I saw them in March. Tony, drop some songs in the Discord like Bond does. I do listen to them. It might not be the same day, but I do listen to them. I like learning new music, man. So please drop them in the Discord. Bryce Harper up 3-1 on him right now. He probably doesn't want to beat him. Bryce Harper is one of the best players in the game. He just worked a walk. So it's 2 outs, 2 on. What the Phillies are doing right now, they can't get one more out or the game will be over. They're going for pride right now. They have runners on first and second. There's 2 outs. They just don't want to get shut out. Brandon Marsh, here's a guy that probably should. He had the night off. Brandon Marsh is a great player. And he also looks like he could be a stand-in on Duck Dynasty. WNBA game is good. Oh, Texas, you watch the WNBA? Yeah. New York Liberty are a good team. Brandon Marsh just hit a pinch hit 3-run homer. Brandon Marsh just hit a pinch hit 3-run home run. Wow, so they didn't get shut out. That was a smashing, and they're talking Big Buffs. They were talking trash. I told him, I thanked him because it made me feel better about my Jets loss on Monday night. It made me feel better about that. That was an embarrassment before Tua got hurt. Wow. You know what else, Big Buffs? I have Dolphin friends of mine that are like truck drivers and stuff that were texting me about how awful my team looked on Monday night. And I told them, I said, y'all got to play Buffalo on Thursday night on national TV. Oh, we're not going to lose to them. I'm like, you guys have lost 11 of 12. I know it's 12 of 13 now, but at the time it was 11 out of 12. And he's like, that doesn't matter. We got the team. We're going to beat them. We're winning the East. Boy, that's making everybody nervous, that game. I texted them all yesterday. I thanked them for making me feel better about the Jets' loss to the 49ers. Dead Lizards would have to be the greatest Aussie band ever. There you go, way back. He probably didn't expect this chat to be full of Bills fans. I'm telling you, you can imagine just jumping into a random chat. Like the Power guy jumped in here the other day. None of the other Aussies were in here, but they are tonight. He's probably like, what? How does this happen? And my chat isn't even big. My channel's not big. It's all random in here. So when people come in here, they probably think all you guys are randoms because it's not a big chat. And my channel's got, 3,400 followers? It's not a big channel. So they probably think that everybody in here is just random people. I'm going to jump in here. I'm a Dolphins fan, and I'm going to make fun of this Jets fan. What's sad is, as a Jets fan, I can make more fun of him about his team. My team has done better in the last 20 years than his. And it's really sad that we're even talking about that. Olivia Newton-John was the best thing in Australia. Yeah, didn't she do some duets, Mr. Marine? She did with John Farnham. I know that. That ain't no real NFL fan. There's some hard, tough old folks that would rip into him. 54 years Buffalo fan. He wouldn't want to say that to me. Trust me, I'm a 4-decade. I've been a Jet fan since 1981. You know what's funny, Big Buff? Since you probably remember this, I became a Jets fan in 1981, and one of the most famous Bills-Jets playoff games, and there weren't many. Joe Ferguson was the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. The Bills were killing the Jets in the first half of that playoff game. We came all the way back and lost 31-27. Do you remember that game when the Jets had Joe Klecko and Mark Gastineau, Abdul Salam, Marty Lyons? Man, that was the early stages of the sack exchange. Joe Ferguson and the Bills pulled that game out, but they jumped out to like a 17-0 lead, which nobody did on that Jets defense. Nobody came out like that. And the Jets came back and almost came back. But that was my first year being a Jet fan, 1981. And that's how the season ended there. And the rest is history. So, yeah, Dolphin fan walking in here. Dolphin fans tell me, hey, you guys could have had Dan Marino and you didn't pick him. Right, we didn't pick him in the draft. But you guys did. You guys did get Dan Marino. And you didn't win with him. Victor, later, Manav. All right, Manav, have a good night, man. Have a good night. The Phillies have a runner on. They're still batting. It's 11-3, but they can't get one more out. Bond, way back, I think I've seen every AC/DC interview ever. LOL. You've seen video. Oh, okay. You guys got something good going on there with AC/DC. Geelong versus Swans grand final, but I would rather have Brisbane versus Swans. Me too. I'd like a Brisbane in there, man. I just think they had the experience from last year, and I think they just got to kick straight in that second half. That's the only thing that worries me about them. Even if they get big leads, I still get very nervous about it. All right, Manav, good night, man. Have a great night. Always appreciate you in here. And OG. And enjoy that chicken parm, Manav. Way back, Marine, check out Olivia and John Farnham. Please don't ask me. I did a piece on that on Basement Squad. That was an incredible song. Yep. And the Cold Chisel guy that did a duet with Tina Turner? That was a great one, too. I did a review on that also. Forgive me, guys. I forget his name. Come on. Who did Tina Turner do the Simply the Best? Who did she do that with? I did a review on it on Basement Squad, and I forget the guy's name. Forgive me. But it was a great, great duet. Great song. And rest in peace, Tina Turner. Angus, Rip Bon Scott. Oh, yeah, geez. I won't wave at Angus. Another Australian band I like is Radio Birdman. Wow, I don't know that one either. Like I said, drop some of these in here. Big Buffs, of course I do. It's a bit foggy in my brain. Yeah, that was when I first became a Jet fan. And then the next year we went to the championship game and lost 14-0 because our defense shut Don Strock and the Miami Dolphins completely down. But our quarterback, Richard Todd, said, hold my beer. I'll just throw interceptions and help us lose. If your quarterback's not working in Miami, Richard Todd said, I'll be your quarterback. And threw interceptions to A.J. Dewey like 3 times, and one of them was for a pick 6, and we lost 14-0. And Miami had 0 offense in that game. Really sad. Look at that. They walked the batter. 2 outs now. They hit a 3-run homer, the Phillies. Phillies hit a 3-run homer. And now they have 2 men on again. They're doing all this with 2 outs. Mr. Marine, Night Manav, Angus, my bedroom AC/DC shrine. There you go, Bon. Nothing wrong with that. 10-31, and he's talking like that. And he left. He didn't realize there was Bills fans in here, and you can't even talk to me. That's funny to me. It is. Again, the Dolphin fans are weird because they make fun of the Jets for not making the playoffs in 13 years. It's like, guys, you haven't won a playoff game, seriously, since 1999. That's it. The Phillies finally get out. The Mets finally got out of the inning. Oh, and he blamed the refs, Big Buffs. That's right. Gunnar brought up a good point. He blamed the refs. For 31-10. Jimmy Barnes. Thank you, Bon. I apologize that I forgot the name. It was Jimmy Barnes. And he's from Cold Chisel, correct? Did I at least get that part right? I think I did. I think he's from Cold Chisel. I hope I'm right on that. Don't worry. He's just one of those beer of death that Dolphins. That's right. He wanted the beer of death. Gunner, and they got that TD because a false start canceled out what likely was a fumble. Yes, good point. Good point, Gunner. Good point. Tony, after last year, it's Brisbane's turn. Amen. It's the revenge tour. Tony. All the Hawks fans are going for the Lions, man. That's great. I was going to go for the Hawks if the Lions had lost. So that's good, man. My man, Cameron's going to step it up, man. He's going to step it up. Outside of that ninth inning, the Mets just dominated Philadelphia today in Philly. It was 11-0. And they hit that 3-run homer in the ninth, but overall, the Mets are on fire right now. Absolute fire. And the Yankees are up 5-4. I wish I had this Apple TV. These apps are ridiculous, man. So the Red Sox were up 4-0, and the Yankees scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th. They take a 5-4 lead, and I don't have the game because I don't have Apple TV, and I refuse to get it. I'm just not going to pay for things like that. I will be doing the Yankee game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Mr. Marine, are you on tap for the game tomorrow at 1 o'clock? We're undefeated in the daytime. Yankee games are undefeated in the daytime, Mr. Marine. We're undefeated. 5-4 Yankee. Yeah, there you go, Victor. And I just looked it up. Bruin, never mind. Never mind what? What happened? Phillies comeback? Oh, could you imagine having nobody on base and it's two outs in the ninth? You're down. The Mets are up 11-0. Could you imagine if they had blown that and not ever got that last out? Lou would have freaked out. Like that 3-run homer, they get the 3-run home run, right? So with 2 outs, the Phillies get 2 men on, hit a 3-run home run, then get 2 more guys on. Oh my gosh, man. That would have been awful. Bruin. That would have been really bad. I like the Mets a lot. They're not my number one. The Yankees are, but that would have been really, really bad. Bon, I'm going to Cold Chisel concert. They are doing 50. Wow. Bon, I had on Basement Squad, our other channel, which I haven't been active on lately, did a few Cold Chisel songs on there, and they were great. Schnazzy, I just looked. Aaron Judge, grand slam. I wish I had this game, man. I wish I had this game. Aaron Judge, grand slam to come back. The Red Sox fans always say he can't hit under pressure. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's good to hear, man. Good to hear. So they're up by a run right now. Do not put Clay Holmes in this game. I have the Game Cast on right now. That doesn't do anything for us. Game Cast blows. Oh, the Game Cast, Mr. Marine. The Game Cast is like you can go on like Google the score, and then they have this little they call it play-by-play. And it's like watching Atari from the 80s play-by-play. Like every play takes a year and a day. You don't see anything in the game. It's just a play-by-play. Man, I wish we were watching. We would have been pissed when it was 4-0 Red Sox, but man, that would have been great to see. Gold star for Cold Chisel. There you go. Bond, November is not too far away. Aaron Judge, grand slam. Snazzy, man. Snazzy has been trying desperately to hit on something in his picks, and Aaron Judge has like a home run every other day, and the minute Snazzy starts picking them, he doesn't hit anything. What did it get up to? Did it get up to 15 games now, Snazzy, up until today? Was it at 15 games where he hadn't hit a home run? I think it was, right? Sorry, JB, I tipped the Giants, but I'd love the Lions to win. Okay. Hey, way back, you got to go with the money. You got to go with your money. I get it. I can't ask your wallet to bet for them, but at least if the Lions win, you're all in on the Lions the rest of the way back. That's what we're talking about. It's all good, man. Trust me, I'm a Jets fan, and I'd bet, if I was a betting man, I'd bet against them a lot of the times. Bond, catch up in the Bonfire Discord tonight for the game. I wish I could, man. I wish these games weren't on so freaking late, man. I got to watch the recording when I wake up in the morning. I got to watch the recording, and then I do my review. I'd love to be in there with you guys, man. It's just too late for me. Like, I'm never up at that time. Man, if this was 20, 30 years ago, not only be up at that time, I would be like, it'd be me and Jack Daniels up at that time. 14 to 15 games, Snazzy. Yeah, I think it was something like that. All right, guys. Well, the Phillies and the Mets are over. I'll be back on tomorrow at 1 p.m, which I know is like nighttime for you guys, most of you guys. And then I'll be back Sunday, 1 p.m. Sunday, for the Jets and Titans. And then I'll be doing the Sunday night game. I think it's the Bears and the Texans. Maybe the Bengals and the Chiefs. But I'm not doing 3 games on Sunday. I'll do 2. So we'll see. Tony, way back, me too. I want Brisbane to win. It's hard to win a semifinal after winning an elimination final. We're going to do it, though. 16 games into Judge home run. All good, mate. Happy birthday to your grandson. Happy birthday to your grandson way back. That's what's up. That's great, man. Appreciate you guys. I missed some in here. Texas. Yankees win. I'll get another Highlander. Beautiful. Hey, Texas, I just found out the other day the Yankees' original name was the Baltimore Orioles. I didn't know that. Bye, way back. Have a good day. Way back. Good night, everybody. Good night, Victor. Good night, everyone. Appreciate all. And Victor, thank you very much for Land Down Under, because it's still in my head. And now I'm going to take Rocco, the basement mascot, out, and it's going to be in my head for the rest of the night. Thank you, Victor, for that. And I'll check out your video. Everybody that hasn't dude, I forgot what I was going to say. It's gone. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. Thank you so much. It was very entertaining tonight. Thank you to the Power fan. Thank you to the Dolphin fan for keeping it going in here. We really do appreciate the haters. That means I am coming in strong with the haters. Boom. I'll see you all tomorrow afternoon. I'm out.